Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 493, live. Welcome to World War III, episode number 25. Before we get into discussion started, he's already on the broadcast, ready to go. He's got the electricity vibing. He is itching to get on this broadcast, so we're going to invite the great Glenola from the Glenoverse on right now. Glenola, what's new and exciting, sir? Besides scaring the holy bejesus out of me when you first jumped on the broadcast booth, which I do not appreciate, by the way. I mean, a simple hello. You know, you got like a megaphone. You're like the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart when you get onto that broadcast booth.
No, he's got to start early.
Yeah. No, but again,
when we're on YTD.
Well, again, what happened was I've had people liking what's been going on PlayStation, and I've been getting a series of likes over and over and over every time I do something different as far as content goes. So I thought that's just what it was, and I'd forgotten. I literally just opened the broadcast booth, and not for 1 second did I think, hey, maybe somebody's joining me. So I just kept doing what I was doing, and then you came out of the shadows like a fucking demon and scared the shit out of me. But
on YTD, I don't have access to all the villainy, so I got to do the villainy where I can.
That is fair. It is also true.
Not to mention, it's funny as hell.
So, episode number 493 tonight. 493. 7 away from the big 500.
Yeah, it's, the fundo's coming closer and closer.
It is. And everybody keeps referring to it as the fundo, too. It's not even, like, I think it's actually a thing now. As Gasly's said it, the fundo. I mean, what? We can't come up with something better than the fundo. I mean...
Well, there was the Findo, but...
Team Archer,
Yo, Sir Jack is in the house. What's going on, Sir Jack? Welcome in. Welcome to episode number 493, sir, for TWA, and 25 for YTD Academy World War III. What's new and exciting, Jack? Anything going on? Anything new? How's your conversation with these nuts going? I can only imagine. He's a man possessed. He's. I mean, I'll give him credit where credit is due. He is persistent. He is persistent as a motherfucker, as a matter of fact. Like, but anyways, he's skull and crossbone. Yeah. So not well, I take it then. I can certainly understand that. It's a difficult process when somebody doesn't realize they do not even have a wrestler to challenge other team. But, I mean, earlier he laid down a challenge to Joe Lake. Said something about him being bald or something. Get your bald ass out here or something. Joe Lake says, who's bald? And,
I thought Deez had a wrestler, though.
What's that?
I thought he had a wrestler.
Not in 4.0, no.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he had one briefly in 3.0, but then he kind of just fell off the map. Wasn't, really communicating with the community or popping into the chat, or so we didn't even know what he was doing. So we just, and then when we went into 4.0, we did not re-ink his contract because, well, we didn't know what he was doing. We didn't know where he was. So it is what it is. But I mean,
hello.
Yo, Strife, what's going on? Welcome in, Strife. What's new and exciting? So, great card tonight. 9 matches in total. We're continuing with the 9-match card for World War III as opposed to the old 7 format. I don't know whatever...
Hey, Archer?
Yeah.
Or never mind, look, just saw the date.
Me make him a 7X tall high flyer.
Never mind, it doesn't look like it was
me, so I deleted her.
Sorry for what?
He has Cody Rhodes, but that was 419, so...
Oh, yeah, so... Right, yeah, that's long expired. Yeah, he never did... and then he talked about claiming... somebody, but I don't think he actually ever claimed anybody, so there's that too, right? So not only does he not have a superstar claimed, and not only did he not ever re-ink a contract, he's just laying down challenges like a troll. So, but Sir Jack has been kind of dealing with that, and of course Strife has been jumping in on the convo too here and there, so.
If you go over, if you have a wrestler or you want to get a wrestler, go over to Twitch, and it's, I want to say 2,000 for 30 days.
I forget, something like that. I mean, I would check, but I'm on the YouTube dashboard, so I don't have.
I'm on YouTube,
and of course, the way the stupid YouTube because I can't figure out how to get it to become a floating it just doesn't float like Twitch does. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, it wants to shut down, and I have to reopen it and restart my damn broadcast. It's a pain in the ass. Strife says 2,000 for 30, 3,000 for 60 days. Okay, so they...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes, what, a few hours to gain that?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, the Archiverse...
Unless you're lucky on betting, and then it'll take you...
Oh, shit, yeah, well, you know. Or, I mean, if you're real polite, you know, I literally... Lots of mods have literally gifted people with
I give a month, you know, especially to newer people that want to try it out. I'll give them a month.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I was just going to say. Joe Link has done it. I believe Sir Jack has done it.
Well, that's why I was sure these nuts had one, is because I gifted him one.
The missus,
in April.
The missus is attempting to distract my attention in very naughty ways. So I don't worry, I'm listening. I'm just, my eyes are diverted. Oh, love her to death.
Lollipop.
Exactly. So, right? But I can't not pay attention when that's in the same vicinity. My powers just dissipate. Yeah. So, throw Strife out the window. We got it off one good bet.
Because
Sir Jack, why are we getting what? Fenestrated? Because we are loved. Good Lord. He had me make him a 7-foot-tall high flyer, but never got back with me, so I deleted. Yeah, well, see, there's that too. That's what I was saying, is he wasn't even communicating properly with people in the community or anything. So, and nobody knew what he was doing. Nobody, you know, we're not going to keep circulating a wrestler that we don't even know what they're doing from day to day. You know, if you're not at the show and you're not at least communicating in some form with somebody on Discord to keep, I mean, how are we supposed to know what you're doing with that wrestler? We don't control your wrestler. I mean, we could put them in matches, but that doesn't... And like Strife and Sir Jack said, like, if he really wants to get involved, he'll jump into the storyboard section. And I see he sort of kind of did, but again, he's laying down challenges for... He does... No claim superstar, no wrestler inked to a contract. So that creates a whole new set of problems, really. But yeah. So we got about 4 championships on the line, a contract case, and the championship contender belts will be on the line tonight in the first match of the evening. That's what we're going to set the tone for the night. So it's going to be an interesting evening. And of course, we're also diving back into the hybrid division, so we're going to have a few matches in the mixed match challenge division. So lots going on. We're going to have a look at the dirt sheets, see what's going on there. And of course, I'm sure we'll either get into discussions about things involving pro wrestling because of chat, or we're going to have lists to go over. Either way, things to do, things to... It should be interesting. And again... I don't even
have to open a list. The briefcase is going to stay firmly closed.
The briefcase is staying firmly closed. But the first thing I want to do is have a quick look at the dirt sheets, though, and see what's crack-a-lacking there. I saw there was some interesting news going on, so we'll have a quick look.
Well, I do. Let me just verify real quick. But just a piece of wrestling nobility, so to speak.
Okay.
Just want to be sure. There was something I saw on DDP's Facebook, so I wanted to verify.
Oh, okay.
Go to Wikipedia, that'll give me the actual date. But it appears like either yesterday or today is Kevin Nash's birthday.
Ah.
So I'm gonna...
Now, how old is Kevin Nash now? He'd be, what, 60, 61?
No, sorry, it was the 9th. July 9th was Kevin Nash's birthday. He's 64.
64. Okay, so he's a few years older than I thought he was. July 9th, that's my son's birthday. That's funny.
But July 9th, 1959.
1959. Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Now, of course, I liked him much better when he just became Kevin Nash and was running with the Outsiders over in WCW. I didn't think... I mean, other than the fact he wore a pair of shades to the ring, I didn't see what the big hype was about Diesel when he was in WWF. To be honest, I mean, he just went from being Shawn Michaels' bodyguard to... You know, yeah, I mean, he had a pretty good run as champion. I think he was champion for a year or so, wasn't he?
I'll have to...
If you want to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure he was something like it was somewhere around a year before he was beat, I think, by Bret Hart. Was it not Bret Hart that took the title from him?
Championships. There we go. There we go. Of course, that doesn't say there, but I'll scroll up here. There we go. Let's see, November 26th of 94. Let's see.
Can't find it.
Oh, I'm trying to... what I had didn't... yeah, okay, November 19th, so just shy of a year.
Just shy of a year. Now, was it Bret Hart that took it, does it say? I think it was, yeah.
By Bret Hart at Survivor Series.
Yeah, I thought so. I did think so. Alright, so that clears that up. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I liked him. I just thought he was overhyped. I thought he was overrated, I thought. You know, I thought his body of work was much better in WCW when he...
Oh. Yeah, I mean...
And he was more interesting. He was more interesting, you know what I mean? He was just a former bodyguard in WWF. That's all they had for him. He was a former bodyguard that was big and tough.
And I'll admit, I liked him in TNA.
Yeah, fair enough. You know what? You know what? One of my favorite.
I liked him going for the X Division title. I thought that was great. You know?
That was devilish.
Here comes
yeah.
Kevin Nash.
One of my favorite parts of TNA history was actually the main event Mafia.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought they were onto something there. I thought they dropped the ball way too soon on that. It was just building momentum. I think they could have made that a real big thing. Because they were doing some good stuff near the end. Some real good stuff. And, you know, they brought in that Legends Championship. Do you remember that? It eventually became the King of the Mountain Championship or some goddamn thing, but... Yeah, they brought in the Legends Championship to the main event Mafia, and it was fantastic. I mean, Booker T was in there, Kevin Nash. I mean, it was just great. I thought it was the best thing since the NWO, and actually they were going to put on better. Eventually, they could have put on better because I mean NWO, were monstrous, but they didn't exactly have stellar matches. Where everybody involved with the main event Mafia, however, did, and so if they had have ran with that longer, I think they could have really built that into something big. I really do. Because look at the short existence of the NWO and look how legendary they became. Right? TNA could have done the same thing. But that's the problem with TNA then, is they dropped the ball on too much. They relied too much on just, the same thing AEW tried to rely on WWE talent, former talent coming over and giving them ratings. So, but...
Of course, TNA had those great matches like... the King of the
they still have great matches.
Yeah.
Trinity Fatu just went over there, right? Which means she's probably slowly on her way back to WWE. But yeah, she signed with Impact Wrestling, or has been wrestling for them.
The X Division match, or Ultimate X. That's what the match was called.
Yeah.
I love that match.
Yeah, that was a cool match.
Yeah. The Monsters Brawl I thought was awesome.
Yeah, you know what? You should actually bring up the info on the Ultimate X match, just for those that don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's fairly simplistic to explain, I suppose, but if the info's right in front of you, it's easier to.
Well, I can get it here. Hold on.
But it was a great match.
But imagine a ladder match without ladders.
Yeah, pretty much.
They had a X formed with cables, and you had to go across the cables
James Mitchell.
and pull down an X that was hanging in the middle.
Yeah.
Here we go. What is the Ultimate X? This is coming off of DAZN.com.
Doesn't, yeah.
But this is what is an Ultimate X match? Rules, history, how to win, where to watch. Here you go, the rules. An Ultimate X match is usually contested by 3 wrestlers in the X division. Initially, the match saw 2 cables connected to metal structures on the 4 corners of the ring, and like a ladder match, an object, either a championship belt or a large red X, was suspended where they crossed. When Impact Wrestling made the transition to a hexagonal ring in June 2004, the cables were then suspended from the 4 turnbuckles that were not perpendicular to the entrance. The 3 wrestlers would then compete to try and grab the suspended object. You know,
It was a
simple match.
It was simple yet very innovative. Like, I have yet to see something that cool in WWE yet. For instance, when was the last time you saw a match that cool in WWE? Honestly, what are we talking about? Hell in a Cells, cage matches. They don't.
But when it first came out, when the Elimination Chamber match first came out, you know,
I always thought a TLC match, they should have that belt or case strung way above, and they have to set up a series of ladders, put tables across, then set up a chair, get up and get that fucking thing down. I don't know. I would love to see that happen. Call it the Extreme TLC or something. I don't care, but
something along the same lines as a scaffold match.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. But they'll never do it though, because the liability. I don't know. They've done worse things, in my opinion. But you know, I don't know. That would just be cool.
But I would definitely even just look up clips of the Ultimate X on YouTube.
I was just gonna say, just YouTube some matches. Yeah, just YouTube some of them and watch them. They're fantastic. So, all right. So, I do. Well, fuck.
Not on stream, I hope.
No, we don't stream that. That would break the internet. So the first article I'm going to read is actually from the Bleachers Report. I know we don't tend to read a lot from the Bleachers Report, but it's from Tyler Conway. Is WWE rumors on Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, Edge versus Grayson Waller, and some Crown Jewel 2023 info. But before we get to the article, we may as well get the show on the go. Again, we got 9 matches strong. We got the hybrid division back in action. We've got the championship number 1 contender belts on the line tonight in the first match of the night, the Tone Setter. And then we got 4 championships on the line as well. So it's going to be a busy evening here at World War III, episode 25, episode number 493 for TWA. And incidentally, that means we're only 7 shows away from 500. 500, which we keep dubbing the Fundo. That is apparently the best we can come up with.
Though actually, it fits. It does fit. You got the F for 5, Hundo for the Hundo, but it's also the Archverse. We're having a ton of fun. So it works on 2 levels.
That is a terrible sale. Terrible sale. I mean, I'm not buying a car from you. I'm going to the next dealership. How dare you? All right, well, here we go.
There's also the Findo.
The Findo. What? No. No, stop it. All right, so here we go.
Life is great.
The tone setting match of the night. It is the boys taking on Chris Jericho and MJF, and of course the World Tag Team Champions. Just one. I mean, how many? We're gonna have to look. We'll have to check the journal to see how many titles they did have. But they just added another tag team title to their collection. The Terror Johnny Braddock, and of course Cyborg Adam Colossus, better known as Demolition, from Team Complete Geek TV and Team The Turret Man. The boys, of course, from Team Almighty Exotic. It should be one hell of a battle. The tag team contendership championship belts are on the line here. They win these titles, they can challenge any of the tag team champions. Now, if Demolition wins, we know who they're not challenging themselves. Although that'd be funny. You know, if they challenge themselves, they technically don't have to do anything at all. They just got to show up. And then they're double tag. They, you know, I don't know. But I assume they're going to probably eventually challenge for the YTD Academy Tag Team Championships.
Tag team.
I got thinking. Let's take a look to see if possibly I can get the list of how many titles Demolition has had easily.
Well, I mean, I believe it is on the. If you go to the journal that
That's
Joe
what
Link.
I was looking for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
he
Demolition
listed-
had theirs done.
I think he listed tag team championships and singles championships separately, so you should be able to figure it out fairly easily.
So, yeah, I thought they were. They had a magazine, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah. He did that a while ago. Maybe like a week ago, week and a half
Here
ago.
it is.
Yeah.
We've got 3-time WCW tag titles, 2-time YTD Grand Prix champion, 5-time YTD tag title, 2-time Wrestle Wars world champion, 1-time Wrestle Wars television champion, 19-time Wrestle Wars tag team champion.
19 times. Now, I wonder if he updated that, or is it 20 now? Oh, wait a minute. Which tag titles is that? The world one? The world tag titles?
Wrestle Wars.
Okay, so I wonder if it's actually 20 now, or if he updated it to 19 when they won.
Well, it says this was on 6/30.
June 30th? Yeah, it says,
Yeah. It may not be updated.
Yeah, it may not be. We'll have to ask him. So that could be potential 20-time just Wrestle Wars World Champions. And then all the other title accomplishments aside from that. So, that's pretty impressive, by the way. The boys, they've been having a bit of a rough go.
I got 32 listed on there.
They're definitely looking for opportunity. I mean, we've seen them in action. They look great in the ring. They just seem to have a problem. What's the word I'm looking for? Clicking in the ring. I don't know. It's like they've been tag team partners for quite a long time, but they don't seem to mesh together. They've got to fix that problem. Whatever that problem is they have between them, I don't know. But if they're going to take out MJF and Chris Jericho, much less Demolition, 20-time World Tag Team Champions, how many time YTD? 3? Did you say?
YTD is 5.
5. So 20 potential, either 25 or 24-time tag team champions. They're going to have to do better, but they're getting opportunity here tonight.
I have a
And sorry, go ahead.
Y'all on the broadcast,
Okay, it's actually
I'm here for the show. LOL.
Potentially 27 or 28 because you forgot there's 3 WCW.
Oh, that's right. They won
champions on it.
WCW titles as well. That's right. That's right. I stand corrected. Fantastic. That is even more impressive. That is even more impressive. They just continue to shine.
I'd say they are probably the most dominant tag team consistently in the Archerverse.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, let's get the show on the go. Demolition versus Chris Jericho and MJF, and, of course, the boys looking for those tag team contendership championship belts. They can challenge any tag team champion. Of course, if Demolition wins, of course, they're going to be challenging, well, whoever the YTD Academy tag team champions are after tonight, because those titles are on the line later this evening. But either way, it's going to be a hell of a match. Let's get the show on the go. Let's go. By the way, I was talking to Coach B. 3TVB, yes. Well, so what happened was Joe Link made a magazine shoot cover for Uptown B. Henry. So I sent it to Coach B, and he absolutely loved it. And then, of course, he asked how the family was, how the show was going, all that stuff. So we had a bit of a conversation. And, yeah, he was super happy that first of all, he really liked that, but he was also super happy that Uptown B. Henry was still a part of the storylines. And moving forward with the show. But
and I hope he's doing well himself.
he is. He's of course still, one individual at a time, trying to make the world a healthier place. He's training people, with his personal training. He's got a lot on the go. But I mean, they're also doing, what do you call that? They're streaming somewhere else. Anyways, they've been streaming somewhere else, other than Twitch, from what I gather. Because I haven't seen any Misfit Cafes pop up or anything like that. So no. But they have been posting things on Instagram. So yeah, so I saw that. But yeah, we were having a bit of a conversation. He's pretty happy. He's excited that we're still doing well and approaching 500, and yeah, he's doing good. So we should maybe get Uptown B. Henry back in action, maybe.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any tag team partners currently. Well, I guess I'm just keys. I mean, not Uptown B. Henry. He is Uptown B. Henry. The villain Key Woods, I guess, could still tag team with Uptown B. Henry. Or perhaps Henry just goes on a singles run. Who knows? I mean, Kareem Key Woods has been on a hell of a singles run since 4.0 began.
Whoever wins this will forever have their name in WWE history books, and that's really.
I mean, they're OG members. Uptown B. Henry, I'm Just Key. They've been part of the Archiverse since 1.0.
Yeah. Reese Williams.
Yep, 3TV Reese.
Well, guys, would it hurt if you actually showed some respect?
And it's been a while since we saw the Trigger Talk TV boys in action.
I mean, it's as if he has an aversion to common human decency or something.
Tons of funk.
Yeah, villains once in a while, but for the once in a while, but we don't see the others.
We don't, no. But things change. Contracts are inked, re-inked. There's another what? Another vote for Findo. I should probably reopen the dashboard, but I have to read the article first. I was about to get to an article.
Oh, okay.
It was the rumors on Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, Edge versus Grayson Waller, and Crown Jewel 2023 info, apparently. And again, this is by Tyler Conway. So it turns out the tribal court may have gone on a little longer than expected. I actually haven't seen it yet, but I do plan on watching it. Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio said that the opening segment of last Friday's SmackDown ran long, leading to several segments being cut short. The remainder of the show. A lot of the show was sped up because the first segment went way, way over, so they were trying to cut time because they didn't want the last segment to run against the clock. Meltzer said 6:45 mark, everybody was getting cut during that show. During the opening segment, the Usos placed Roman Reigns on trial for his transgressions against the family, which set up seemingly contrite Reigns to hand over the tribal chief moniker to Jey Uso. It all turned out to be a swerve, with Reigns low-blowing his cousin before he and Solo viciously took out Jimmy Uso, and Jey watched on. Jey Uso would return to the arena for the night's final segment, attacking Reigns and Sikoa with a chair and challenging the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion to a match at SummerSlam. And my daughter's trying to call.
And I'll be right back.
Okay. I gotta get back to what I was reading, though. Where did I leave off?
And here they come.
Oh, the two segments took up an overwhelming chunk of time Friday night, but for good reason. This is the best long-term story WWE's had since at least the Yes Movement, and likely going back even longer. It deserves all the room to breathe it can, even if that comes at the detriment of other segments. Okay, so I'm going to pause this article. She keeps calling over and over. I think she's probably getting ready for bed. So while these guys are making their way to the ring, I'm going to quickly call my daughter back. I'll be right back. I'm sure Glenn will be back in a moment as well. But enjoy the match. Tell some jokes or something. BRB.
That's right, Cole. We're guaranteed to have a new champion at the end of this one. It's not very often you can say that.
Multiple teams facing off in this tornado tag match.
In a tornado tag situation, you never know how many opponents will be targeting you. The only one on your side is your tag team partner.
Cover! And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Sit out powerbomb.
Able to reverse.
All right, I've returned. Quick call, say goodnight. She's off to Dreamland. But anyways, so also Grayson Waller praised after the match with Edge. It turns out Edge wasn't the only person impressed with Grayson Waller's main roster debut. The well-received match after, which Edge told Waller he swam after imploring him to sink or swim. It was reported designed to continue setting up Waller as a star moving forward. They still have the idea that if you get beat by a star, you're seen as a big star because you're in the ring with them, Meltzer said, and depending on how the match works, sometimes that's the case. I was surprised Waller wrestled because I didn't think he'd be back this soon. Waller had been out of action for months recovering from an injury, but had been hosting the Grayson Waller effect in an attempt to introduce him to the wider audience. He was put on a platform with John Cena at Money in the Bank and then had his first match against Edge less than a week later, which is about the highest possible compliment you can get on the current main roster. Edge became the 7th different wrestler to compete in 4 different decades at Madison Square Garden in this match. He made his debut in the building in 1997. Apparently Crown Jewel is to be held in November this year. Saudi Arabia's next PLE is reported for November. WrestleNomics reported WWE will send the roster to Saudi Arabia for its second show of 2023 later this year, with it likely carrying the Crown Jewel moniker. Crown Jewel has been the fall PLE held in Saudi since 2018, with the lone expectation coming in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. WWE's last Saudi show took place in May with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Reigns and Sikoa main eventing. The show was also noteworthy because it saw Jimmy Uso turn on Reigns and begin the fracturing of the Bloodline faction. Saudi shows have become more interwoven with the main storyline recently, but remain a star-studded attraction first and foremost. Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul, and likely every other part-time legend WWE can wrangle should be set for the card. So it looks like there's going to be a lot going on at Crown Jewel in November. I'm trying to remember what date it was last year. Was it in October last year? I'm going to have to look that up. Does anybody remember Crown Jewel last year? Was it in October? Hey, Life, you snuck in. What's going on, Life? I got to go back into the chat here. Sir Jack said 7 foot tall with Rey Mysterio moveset. Good God. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler should be a no-holds-barred match. Or a submission match. Yeah, I agree. It could be either or for me. Or put them in a fight pit. Why not put them in a fight pit? That'd be kind of cool.
2022.
Sorry, what?
November 5th, 2022.
That's when it was last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just... I don't know. I don't know what the point was saying in November this year then. Weird. I thought maybe it was a month earlier last year or a month later or some damn thing. But yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with a submission match or a no-holds-barred match. But I think, seeing how they haven't utilized it in a while, a fight pit might be cool for that. I mean, I would have liked to see Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley in a fight pit. If they're not going to do that, though, Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey would be good for the fight pit, I think. Father James Mitchell, I don't know where that came from. Monster Ball with a bit. Oh, okay, I remember talking about that. No TAV After Dark, how dare you? I still say no Fundo. Hashtag ban Fundo. Life doesn't like Fundo either. I have a headache, otherwise I'd join you all on the broadcast, but I am here for the show. Okay, I mean, we understand. Sir Jack doesn't join us either. Hashtag list the Fundo. We're going to put it on the list of Archer. Celebrate the Findo. I can get down with Findo, she says. Great, now we've got... Okay.
Are you kidding me? I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder on.
Findo. So now we've made Findo and Fundo both a thing. That's fantastic. I'm glad we're so creative. Is there anything worse when it's raining cats and dogs? Yes, hailing taxis. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. That is not a good joke, though. You get booze for that. What kind of music do elves listen to? Rap music. All right, that one gets a pass. That's kind of funny. Did you hear about the guy who drank invisible ink? He's at the hospital waiting to be seen. Nice. Gladola said, why was the crater full of hamburger? No one taught the cow about re-entry. What? Oh my god. I give it a pass. It's a pass. That's just a weird one. But funny. Life says I've been here. Well, I know that now. I didn't know that at the time. I was busy talking to Gladola and reading an article. Life, how dare you? Don't make me boo you again. Don't make me boo you again. I'll do it. I don't even care. Anyways, let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets. That wasn't as terribly interesting as I thought it might be, but... So here's something from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens. It says, Bully Ray thinks that WWE could use the Dusty finish for the SummerSlam match. So Jey Uso challenged undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns to a match at the August 5th SummerSlam PLE on last week's episode of SmackDown after the trial of the Tribal Chief segment. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Bully Ray thinks that a Dusty finish could be used for the bout. The segment, credited to Dusty Rhodes, sees a babyface wrestler seemingly win a big match, only to have the result reversed and the heel win instead. He said, and the quote is, if there was ever a time for a Dusty finish in the WWE, it would be at SummerSlam. Imagine a Dusty finish at SummerSlam in which we are meant to know that Jey Uso just won the match. Oh my god, and WWE is not big on the Dusty finish at all, but holy cow, if this was just the right place for it. And I agree, actually, it could work in this instance. I understand why they're not a big fan of it, though. It's kind of, I mean, there's other ways other than the Dusty finish, quote unquote. I mean, I would simply think interference, match gets out of control, disqualification. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to handle that other than, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Dusty finish? Did you even know about the Dusty finish? Let me know what you think about that. All right, so before I get into the next article, I'm just going to take a quick break, have a sip of my drink, throat's getting a little dry, and then we'll move on with the show, but enjoy the match, because it's been fantastic so far. These three teams are going to war, and so far I think only one elimination. Oh, damn, reverse suplex. We're down to the boys, Chris Jericho, MJF, and it looks like only one member of Demolition remaining. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute, they're all there. One of them was on the ground, I didn't see them. Okay, we have no eliminations. We are still 3 teams strong. Demolition, the boys, and MJF, and Chris Jericho. Alright, so I'm going to open up my dashboard too so that I can at least communicate while I'm having a drink. But I will be right back. Enjoy the match. BRB.
He must be wondering how he's going to keep himself in this.
And that was an efficient form of offense for that move. Double knee. Nice takedown. They're going to lock it in. Bell lock. Oh! Saving his team.
Just letting his opponent know who the real top guy is.
Kick to the gut. Double under. Pump. Future shot. Is it enough? The cover. That could have been it right there. Flipped over into an arm drag there. Running leg drop. Cover here. And he stops the count. Kick. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
Here comes another one.
Now taking control. Will this match end on a submission, on a tap out?
In this much pain,
He breaks up the hold.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Cover. 2. He has scored a fall late in the match.
Ooh, kick right to the gut.
utilizing a little penchak salap.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet. Turning the momentum to his favor.
Oh, that's just an agitating thing to do. A trio.
Hooked up. Eye on the counter.
Going to the well again. Will it produce dividends?
I guess compared to Roman, sure.
Oh, what a
But the
right.
bloodline now just feels in general I thought, LOL.
Strong suplex.
Yeah, the best room.
Oh, a tremendous amount of strength on display here. Gut buster.
Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that. Stop in the leg.
Belly to belly. Here he goes for the win. Running interference.
Open half suplex. Gosh.
Powerless position to be in right now. Oh, look at this.
Repositioning their opponent. Looks like a neck breaker. Ooh, bang!
This is 2 out of 3 falls I believe, which is why no eliminations.
Tombstone en route. Lung blower. Look, we got a cover. Thought he had it. Man, that was such a long and hard-fought match. He earned that victory. Well, Falls Count Anywhere matches never disappoint. This one was no exception.
I have returned. I was not done my beverage, so I will be going back to it. But, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and the new #1 contenders, well, to either the YTD Academy Tag Team Championships or the Wrestle Wars Business World Tag Team Championships. They are now the #1 contender championship belt holders. It is the prime time players from Team Almighty Exotic. The boys have picked up the contendership title belts. Congratulations to Team Almighty Exotic. And the boys finally shining. They are battered, bruised, and bleeding. But they finally grabbed that brass ring and can now challenge either Demolition or whoever walks out of here tonight as the YTD Academy Tag Team Champions. Congratulations. And you are back. I was just having a drink, and I didn't even get to finish. So I'm going to go back to that here in a few moments, but we're going to get the next match of the night started. I was under the assumption it was an elimination matchup. It turns out it was a best 2 out of 3 falls match is what was going on in front of our faces. I do love surprises. But anyways, here we go. Next match of the night. A trip to the hybrid division. Mixed gender tag team action is next. We've got Carmelo Hayes and Carmella taking on Joe Lincoln, the Phenom, and Dangerous Amber Extreme, who have looked fantastic in the hybrid division so far. This is Carmelo and Carmella's first trip to the hybrid division, so it's going to be interesting to see how they mesh together, how they click in that ring as a unit, because Joe Lincoln and Amber Extreme, two very dangerous and formidable opponents. So good luck to them, but it should be interesting either way. What do you think? Before I go, what do you think? Who wins this match?
Well, first thing, I think Carlito is not cool, no matter what.
Carlito is not cool.
But I'm gonna go with Joe Lincoln.
You're going with Joe Lincoln, and so you're going with the Outlaws.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, actually, they're actually an extension of Phenomenal Soul, but one from the Outlaws, one from Phenomenal Soul. A great pairing. I mean, they've been fantastic. I don't know if you've watched the last time they were in the ring together, but they did very, very well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so far the hybrid division has been very compelling. A lot of good matches so far. Much better than expected, so that's always a good thing. It's only going to pick up steam. What's that?
I expected it was going to be great matches.
I mean, and it's only going to pick up steam. That's the cool thing. I mean, the division is broadening already. So, all right. But anyways, Carmella and Carmelo Hayes taking on the Phenom, and Dangerous Amber Extreme is next. Let's go. Okay, and I will be right back.
A promising young talent with a lot of swagger.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Hello, Apollo the Great.
From Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
I hate to parrot a catchphrase, but Melo really is money.
Multiple title reigns and main events to his name already. And this guy is destined to continue that success in all of WWE.
Hey.
And hello, honeybee. How you doing?
That money.
Hey, Strive.
Oh boy, guys, she is the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
And her beauty is only matched by her success in the ring.
And his partner from Staten Island, New York, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella.
Well, she calls herself the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
And Byron, I ask you, as they say on the internet, where's the lie? She has won the SmackDown Women's Championship, Money in the Bank, the WrestleMania Battle Royal, Mixed Match Challenge, the Women's Tag Team Championship. Shall I go on?
Okay, I have to admit, she truly is untouchable.
I don't know which of these
Well,
two
I
I can't
achieved
stand
both.
less.
Watched Dynamite and saw Bebe, and now I'm here.
Yeah, you did it.
And power.
I have returned. Yeah, so sorry about the buzzer going off there, but I had to introduce in. And is Boss Apollo here? Because I see, hey, Apollo.
Well, there's Apollo the Great. Who's in the channel.
I forget, is that Boss or is that Leo? I always
not
forget.
100%.
Me neither. They're so confusing, those trio. I think they're related to Glen Aliens.
Nah.
I'm of the opinion that might be a true statement. But, anyways, I'm actually looking forward to this matchup because, again, the hybrid division so far has exceeded expectations. I mean, I expected it to be interesting. I expected to have some good matches, but we've had some great matches. And Alan Severn and She-Fiend, I don't know if that's good for the hybrid division at all. You know, that's a little bit crazy.
Hey, Joe.
Mixed tag match underway, and I do not.
I mean, there's been a lot of great action. Some great matches. We saw Edge and Beth Phoenix teaming up. We saw The Miz and Maurice teaming up. You know, just some really great.
You know, though I got the feeling that he's going to be stepping away from divisions so that he can focus on kicking one person's ass.
Yeah, well, now which one?
This is a silly question, but does WWE
Happy
have a
Corbin.
mixed match division?
Happy Corbin. Well, yeah, I mean, they already had a backstage brawl. What's next? Are they going to get into a Chamber of Pain or a lockdown match?
You think a Wolfman's going to be satisfied with just kicking his ass once?
Well, no, I didn't figure.
Interfering with a match that the Wolfman has looked forward to his entire career. I mean, who wouldn't want to face Dean Malenko in a submission match?
Life says, this is a silly question, but does WWE have a mixed match division? No, but they occasionally have mixed gender tag matches, but no, they don't have a division. Honeybee says, not officially, but they did a mixed match tournament. Yeah, they did do a mixed match tournament. I actually thought they were going to go somewhere with that, too, and they never did. Here's the thing. I don't care what anybody says, but championships sell tickets. If you create a mixed gender tag division and have tag titles, you know, that would be very, very... Now, they wouldn't do it probably the same way we're doing it. That's why we call ours the hybrid division. The wars are fought in tag teams, but the title matches are singles competition. They have to pick. Either the man or the woman goes to battle, and the titles will be on the line. So one person can win or lose those championships for the hybrid division champions. But so it's going to be a lot of fun. So I imagine what they would do is simply normal tag team rules, except for obviously they still have to tag in their own respective genders during the matchup. That's all.
They need to go back. If they're going to do it, they need to go back to the way it was before the PG era, where it didn't matter. You know, guy, girl, if you stepped in that ring, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think they should be able to interfere so much. Like, because first of all, the men aren't allowed to even touch the girls, right? But the girls are allowed to jump on them and break up pins, and I don't like that.
Slap them, and you know,
right? Yeah, exactly. I don't like that.
You go back and you look at the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. You know, if a woman wanted to step in that ring with a guy, they were treated as an opponent, and you know it was.
They would never do that, though. Unfortunately.
I'm saying that's what they need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look. I mean, China fought Jeff Jarrett. You know, she's fought a few different guys in the ring. So, I mean, no. To be fair, that was China.
Yeah. Don't treat me like a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Treat me like a man. And, you know, she was even Intercontinental title holder, I believe, for one time.
Yeah. All right, so here's something else from Bleachers Report. I know, again, we don't usually dive into the Bleachers Report, but they've had some interesting articles lately. This is by Mike Chiari, and we have read, obviously, some of his articles before. So this is Seth Rollins talks Roman Reigns' schedule and WWE rumors on Carlito and Drew McIntyre. So apparently Rollins criticizes Reigns' part-time schedule. He says, Seth Rollins has perhaps been the hardest working person in WWE since winning the World Heavyweight Championship in May, and isn't lost on him that he is picking up some of the slack created by WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns not appearing on television on a weekly basis, which to me is a problem. If you're going to be champion, I don't know about weekly, but you should be on at least a couple of the shows throughout the month, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And including the PLEs. So, and sometimes that's not even the case. And being backstage isn't the same. You know, showing video footage of you backstage talking to your wise man. We don't want to see that shit. The people paying for tickets to come to the arena or stadium to watch the show, they want to see Reigns out in the ring, whether it be wrestling or talking on the microphone. So, if you want to do both, fine, but you can't just have your chance. And everybody knows it's recorded footage anyway. So that's what ticks people off, right? They want Reigns there. So I don't disagree with Reigns. But during an appearance on Out of Character with Ryan Satin, not Satan. It's more fun to say. Remember the first time we read it, was it me or you that called him Satan? One of us did. Yeah, I know. I remember. We laughed though. And then because we reread, it's like, oh, wait a minute, that is Satin. Okay, sorry about that.
And actually, though, if I remember right, the article sucks. So we were like,
yeah.
Satan wrote this.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure.
So Rollins took some shots at the Tribal Chief for leaving a void by not being on WWE programming every week. Ryan Satin said, here's the thing, if Roman was doing what I'm doing, there wouldn't really be a need for a secondary championship. Well, that's not true, is it? Because the networks want the brands separate, so you gotta have the two championships. That's just the way that is. And there's never going to be a given time where one champion is going to want to do Raw and SmackDown every single week, plus the PLEs, plus, right? So that's, just him shooting and creating a buzz is all that really is. Wow, that was fast. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winners of the first hybrid match of the evening from Team Joe Link. It is the Phenom Joe Lincoln and Dangerous Amber Extreme. Phenomenal Soul picks up a big W here on World War III.
No betting lines.
No, there was no betting line, no.
A bunch of money on that one.
Yeah. No betting lines to the championship rounds.
No betting lines, period.
I still have to change, actually, the one channel redemption so that it says stream preview or tournament betting lines.
But there's no betting lines anyways. We're on YTD.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. There's no... Fair. That is true. You know what I could do is when I have my card ready and set up, I could set up polls on the YouTube page, like the World War III page, and people could vote on the matches prior to the show. But then you know what the card is, though.
Yeah, that's problem. The thing. Some people like that. And I understand the people. That's old school. They used to have they used to publish the card. But at the same time, I like to be surprised.
Yeah, well, me too. It's hard for me, obviously. I work behind the scenes, so it's hard for me to be... You know what? So that's not necessarily true. How many times has video production and the booking committee decide to change the matchups on me? Whether it be something as simple as an elimination to a best 2 out of 3 falls match, for instance, But anyways, so sometimes I'm surprised.
A lights out to...
But congratulations. Yeah. So congratulations to Team Joe Link and Phenomenal Soul picking up a big W in the hybrid division. Fantastic. And again, it just shows the action is just heating up in that. Look, check this out. John Cena and Alundra Blaze teaming up. Now that one blew my mind a little bit. When I saw that trending on social media, I was like, nah, that's not. And then I saw the card for the evening, and I was like, oh my God, Alundra Blaze and John Cena going to team up. But look who they're facing, though. War the Machine and the Queen of Chaos, Jennifer Wolf. That is going to be a hell of a matchup. A great way to keep kicking the hybrid division into high gear, in my opinion. But what a match, though.
Yeah, we'll see, but I just can't see Blaze and Cena working well together.
Here's the thing: is I actually think Blaze has a bigger ego than Cena.
So
it'll be interesting. It's definitely going to be very interesting.
We know War and the Queen of Chaos can work together.
Yeah, well, we do know. Yeah, we know that already. Life says, I blinked and it was... I know! And Joe Link says, Amber practically kicked her head off. That I did see. But, it was a quick match. I did not expect them. They went through that match like a hot knife through butter. That was crazy. But anyway, Stripe says, that is not fair. 2-on-1 against Blaze. Life says, strange that War and Jennifer are a team. That was Team Glanola's doing. They had apparently the Wolfpack had a meeting and they had decided that would be the pairing for the hybrid. So Severn's got a lot of aspirations and goals He doesn't have. I mean, he is in the mixed tag division though. You all saw his match with She-Fiend, which was ghastly, by the way. Who'd have ever thought those two crazy villains would team up? That was nuts, wasn't it? Just crazy.
Yeah.
And very well. I mean, that was a good pairing. Good God. But yeah, War of the Machine and Jennifer Wolf versus John Cena and Alundra Blaze is next. Let's turn and burn.
Yeah. Honestly though, if Happy Corbin had just kept his nose out of Wolfman's business.
So, is there a laid out plan for that? Because I know you guys already scheduled Severed, and we saw the backstage match. The backstage battle between Happy Corbin and the Wolfman. And man.
Oh, Wolfman is just going to torture Corbin. It's just going to be,
The following contest.
And then, of course, he's literally shooting himself further into legendary status with that legendary run with that title. He's a two-time Legends champion now, and the people he's defeated, like Joe Link. Team Joe Link is going to have to create a cover shoot on just Alan Severn's Legends Championship accomplishments. The who's who of who he has beaten. Like Joe Link, what do you think of that idea?
In some ways,
no, go ahead.
In some ways, Sting did the best possible thing by beating the Wolfman and then having the rematch. It kind of reignited a little bit of it for the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Somebody actually finally beat him.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where Corbin has really, messed up. Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holes, one of the most dangerous men in the ring. And he interferes in the Wolfman's match against him.
Yeah, that was not cool. I mean, we're definitely going to have a rematch with Dean Malenko and the Wolf, because that was turning out to be a fantastic matchup. Like, that was great, But I think next time we're going to have to do, I don't know. I mean, if Happy Corbin and other people are going to keep involving themselves, I say we're going to have to put them in 4 sides of steel, submission only.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Dean Malenko is going to want that stipulation. That's what the matchup was. When he was inked to a contract, he wanted one-on-one submission match for the Legends Championship. That's what he got. But he got screwed by Happy Corbin the same as Severn did, technically speaking.
Wolfman, it's funny. He's starting to become known for submission matches. But
well,
he enjoys it.
He pulls it off.
Yeah.
I mean, he's beaten everybody from Christian Hart to Mr. Perfect. I mean, he has had some battles, man, against some of the great submissions. He beat Rick Rude at one point. I don't know. Has he challenged? Yeah, I believe Rude challenged him for the title. Did he not?
One-on-one, I'm not sure.
I can't remember now either. But I'm pretty sure they've fought before, at least. I mean, they have for sure throughout the history, because Rude's been around. I mean, don't forget, Ravishing Rick Rude was at one time. Actually, do we even dare say the name?
No.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I do not want that mental image.
So, he had a tag team partner. And, man, they really were. I mean, I got to be honest. I mean, as much as he disgusted us on a weekly basis, man, they were a good tag team.
They were, but
that's all we'll say, though. I mean, I'm sure others that have been around for a while know who we're talking about.
And to give himself that nickname,
I think he was related.
To go with it.
I feel like he was related to Team Kraken Skulls. That guy was ghastly human being.
But give him the nickname starting with an L.
Yeah.
That
right?
was just, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just gives you the goosebumps thinking about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I had to admit, fantastic in that ring, but just everything about him was just grotesque. But anyways, I'll jump back to the dirt sheets here. So we weren't done that article. So he continues on. He says, if Roman was doing what I'm doing, there wouldn't be really a need for a secondary championship. There wouldn't be a need for another World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, because we would have somebody who was doing those things. And like you said, it would give direction to the characters of the show. It would give direction to the show itself. but because of the route he has chosen and what he wants to do with his schedule, and his title reign is not what I'm doing, somebody's got to fill that void. We did our best with the U.S. Championship for a while to do that, but it never really felt like a World Heavyweight Championship, so there's got to be that person, that spot for everybody to get to and try and fight for, and I'm very happy to be that carrot that's dangling here. And I think it's a good thing, and again, if Roman was doing all of the stuff and defending the title all over the place, then we wouldn't have all of these problems. Reigns has been world champion for over 1,000 days and is reaching the 1-year mark, making it one of the greatest runs in WWE history. I don't understand. What's reaching the 1-year mark? That part of the sentence confused. It says, so Roman Reigns has been a champion for over 1,000 days and is reaching the 1-year mark.
Trying to chop her down with a low kick. Able to avoid
That
there.
is it. Is anybody else? Did Michael Cole read this or write this? You know, a DDT for a kick out. Thanks, baby.
Suplex.
Wifey brought me a hot coffee. Love her to death. Love you to death. Or something nicer. Death sounds bad. That is a lot of whipped cream. Can I put that all over? Should I mute this? I don't know. There's things we can do with that. No, don't put it in the belly. It's a waste of perfectly good whipped cream bikini. Fine. You eat it. Enjoy it. But I protest. It is under protest. Under protest. But yeah, that confuses me. That's a Michael Cole thing right there. But anyways, to this day, the storyline involving Reigns and the Bloodline remains the most compelling thing in wrestling, and part of the reason for its longevity may be the fact that Reigns isn't constantly on SmackDown. Reigns' schedule has allowed things to breathe and simmer, and WWE has done a good job of building off of the big moments he has been involved in. Rollins' title reign has already been markedly different, as he has had several title defenses and is a weekly staple on Raw, and that is a good thing for the WWE in that it allows the company to present its two different world titles in entirely contrasting ways. So that's also true. And again, I'm not suggesting... Now, Rollins is doing a great job of it, but I mean, the chances of having two champions doing that, you know, slim to none. The creative would be going crazy with that one. But so I see both sides, but again, the networks also want two titles anyways. They want two champions, two shows, separate shows. So even though Rollins means well with what he's saying, and I understand overall what he's saying, he can't have just one world champion. Because they want them to stop blurring the lines. They want separate brands, separate shows. That's just the way they want. Except for at the PLEs, then they can collide, right? Which is the way it should be, just like the way we do it. Now, we don't always do it. Actually, Glenol and I were just talking about this. Now, usually YTD and Genesis both at the SPVs, but they don't face each other. They face their own brand competition, their own challengers from their respective brands. Every once in a while, and it's been a while, it's been a hot minute, we do have YTD Academy versus Wrestle Wars Genesis. So we're thinking perhaps for the Findo or Fundo, or whatever you villains want to call it, episode number 500, we have a very special SPV with YTD World War III going one-on-one against champions from Wrestle Wars Genesis. And, of course, if there's any one superstar that has more than one championship, then, well, sorry about your damn luck. That's just the way the ball is going to roll. You will have to defend more than once in the evening. Is what it is.
The only thing I'd like to see, and this could be interesting, is what do we do if, like, Demolition holds both tag titles?
Yeah.
You know, a one-on-one match? Braddock versus Colossus.
Braddock versus Colossus. Good lord.
For the tag titles.
Facing each other for it. Even though you can't really do that, but. So, the other thing that this article covers is the reported reason for Carlito's delayed WWE return. So WWE is reportedly waiting for the right moment for Carlito's return to the company in an effort to maximize impact. According to PWInsider.com, Felix Upton of Ringside News, the initial expectation was that Carlito would return during last week's SmackDown at Madison Square Garden in New York City, but WWE did not want him to be overshadowed by the huge Bloodline segment that played out on the show. Carlito was reportedly seen flying to Pittsburgh over the weekend, which is where WWE's medical team is located. That could be a sign that Carlito was receiving a physical examination in order to make his WWE signing official, although that was not confirmed. The 44-year-old Carlito made his return to the main roster. He made his debut on the main roster in 2004, and he enjoyed a great deal of success during his initial run with the company from 2004 till 2010. Prior to getting released, Carlito won the United States Intercontinental and WWE Tag Team Championships one time each. After spending over a decade wrestling in Puerto Rico and on the independent scene, Carlito returned to WWE as a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble in 2021. More recently, Carlito showed up backstage up at Backlash in Puerto Rico 2 months ago, helping Bad Bunny defeat Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight. Carlito looked to be in phenomenal shape and received a massive reaction from his home crowd, which may have set the wheels in motion in terms of WWE wanting to bring him back on a more permanent basis. Now, why Drew McIntyre is set to miss Raw next week? Drew McIntyre reportedly won't be on Raw next week due to another commitment. According to PW Insider and Steve Carrier of Ringside News, McIntyre secured an outside project through WWE, and he'll be filming his role next week. Per PW Insider's Mike Johnson, the project is a movie called The Killer's Game, and it also stars WWE legend Batista as well as iconic rapper Ice Cube. After being off television, my God, those were some big meat hooks going into Cena's face. Did you see that shit? I couldn't help it. I looked up for 2 seconds. All I see is this giant hammer fist of War of the Machine going into Cena's face. Apparently, War of the Machine has no problem seeing Cena. But anyways. But after being off television for a few months, after WrestleMania 39, McIntyre returned at Money in the Bank in London earlier this month by confronting Intercontinental Champion Gunther after his successful title defense against Matt Riddle. On Monday's Raw, McIntyre and Riddle teamed up in a winning effort against Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. You know, I gotta be honest, I really like Imperium. I love Gunther. I love both Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. I really hope they get the tag titles at one point. And here's something else I'd like to see. And spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns holds on to that title till WrestleMania 40 at very least. I would, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I have read rumors that it's a possibility, but I would love to see Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, champion versus champion. I don't care who wins. It's just been a long time since we had a really good quality champion versus champion matchup. And let me tell you something, Roman Reigns and Gunther will fucking deliver. They will fucking deliver. They're both monstrous beings. They're both very agile, very athletic, very good in that ring. It's funny we say that about Roman Reigns when you consider when he first started out, he was just very boring, and there was not much substance to his game. How far has that man come to lead the company along with Drew McIntyre through the pandemic? Champion over 1,000. He's on a legendary run as a member of the Samoan family. Like, fuck. Like, it's just so hard to deny Roman Reigns now.
Hello, Froggy Mothlegs!
Froggy Mothlegs! What's going on, Froggy? What's doing exciting, my friend? I'll be jumping back into the chat and catched up here in a moment. I'm just actually finishing an article here. But yeah, anyways, I love Imperium. Would love to see champion versus champion, Gunther versus Reigns. Would love to see Ludwig and Giovanni get a title shot. I don't care who against. But yeah, so in any case, after the match, Riddle divulged that he has a title rematch against Gunther next week on Raw, and McIntyre advised him to be careful since he would be away on company business. McIntyre has consistently been among WWE's top stars since returning to the company in 2017, having held the NXT Championship once and WWE Championship twice, along with winning the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble match. WWE seems to be positioning him for an IC title match against Gunther at SummerSlam, which has a chance to be the most entertaining and hard-hitting bout on the entire card. And yeah, I mean, not only would that be a hard-hitting, fast-paced, and great match to watch, so I do hope that does take place, but that is, so Gunther continues his reign, defeats Drew McIntyre, beats the Honky Tonk Man's record for the length of time, you know, in one, like consecutively. So I'm holding that IC championship, then marches straight on to WrestleMania to fight Roman Reigns, champion versus champion, IC title versus Universal title. Woo! That'd be cool. Just saying. I mean, don't you think? Does anybody else but me think that would be fucking phenomenal? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that would be awesome. What do you guys think? Do you think that'd be fun? First I summon Joe, now Froggy at my back. Oh, back and call. I was going to say, what is back and call? Who next? Well, keep summoning people. If you keep summoning people, they will show up. Apparently, Life is Great has some sort of voodoo doll on people or something. But yeah, I don't know. That would be. I think that would be cool. I mean, I think it'll be fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. It'll be fun to watch Drew McIntyre versus Gunther. But I want to see Gunther. I want to see him beat Honky Tonk Man's record no matter what. Regardless of what happens, I want to see him beat that record. But I would really like to see Gunther versus Roman Reigns, champion versus champion. I think that would be awesome. Froggy says burgers, hopefully. Wait a minute, what? With mediocre power comes mediocre responsibility, Froggy says. First, oh, he's hoping burgers is next. Burgers would be delicious. Froggy says, hiya Glenn, hiya Archer, glad to see you homies this eve. Indeed. Strife, we can definitely see currently my two are with the Wolfpack, but if you want to talk about it, we definitely can. Talk about what? Sorry? I've missed something. Well, we meant us not our wrestlers, but Kyle and Humboldt would kill in the tag division. Well, that is potentially true, but first you'd have to become a member of the Wolfpack, and that does not come with a very... I mean, did you see what happened to Roxanne Riley? But anyways, you can't be in two tag divisions at the same time, unfortunately. It can't be done. It is against the rules. Life says, I do own a voodoo doll. That is some scary shit, Life. I mean, can you post pictures of that shit on Discord, though? We do want to see it. Honeybee Wrestling says, I really need to sleep. It is 2:45 a.m. Yeah, you guys across the pond got to be getting a little sleepy. But that said, Honeybee, we appreciate you being here, especially considering you work at, what, 8:30 a.m. So, and it's already 2:45. What you should do, Honeybee, is just lurk and pass out. That's what you need to do. There's a VOD. There will be a VOD. You can watch it later. If you say it, they will come, Glenola says. Life's Grace says, oh, I'd be down for a Misfit Super Team. We have Celtic Tarot cards somewhere. Very interesting. I didn't know Celtic Tarot cards were a thing. I mean, do you fuck with tarot cards? I know Kraken Skulls did. I forget what ones he read from, but he occasionally would do readings for people. He actually, when he was streaming, which I believe he's going back to at some point. I still talk to Kraken from time to time, obviously. Yeah, when he'd be streaming, there was a redemption, and he would do a tarot reading for you. Probably right after he was finished either a dildo joke or a vibrator conversation.
1000365.
Usually.
Checks out.
Or in midway.
Kyle already teaming with Dex. Well, actually, isn't Kyle teaming with Roxanne Riley?
Wait, is that some shit Cole said? WW used to. Never knew
Which means Dex is technically teaming with Marshall Omega at this point.
I have won 3 tarot decks.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winners of the match from Team Glenola. Actually, it's all Team Glenola because Jennifer Wolf also from Team Glenola. It is Jennifer Wolf, the Queen of Chaos, and War the Machine. They are the Wolf Pack.
Here are your winners.
And they just picked up another big win in the hybrid division. Mixed gender tag division is heating up moment by moment. Another great matchup. Another win for the Wolf Pack. I don't think that surprises many people, to be fair. I don't think that's surprising. But congratulations to War the Machine and the Queen of Chaos. And, of course, Team Glenola, another big win in the hybrid division. Fantastic. And here we go on to the next matchup of the evening. And this is going to be very interesting. Bam Bam Bigelow teaming up with Luna Vachon. I mean, that's just fucking scary. Who the hell made that team? But anyways, I mean, who put those two vile beasts together? That is not just the beast from the east. That is the beasts from the east, for Christ's sakes. But taking on the duo of Kenny Jackson and B Jackson. The Queen of the Hive up next against Bam Bam and Luna Vachon. That's going to be a very interesting match. I don't know. I was just gonna say I know Honeybee's in the chat. No offense, Honeybee, but goddamn, that is Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon. You know, that is craziness. That is not a good way to start your night out. Honeybee says the Golden Siblings. Are we actually gonna? Is that they're gonna be their official team name, Honeybee? Because we'll make sure we get that moniker going for you.
But no, and Froggy. That 1,000 days approaching a year. That was in
weird.
This article talking about was it Roman Reigns' title run?
Yeah, Roman Reigns' title run. Yeah, they said he's over 1,000 days as champion, approaching the year mark. Was the quote? That was the quote unquote. You know, Honeybee Wrestling says that is their official name. Fantastic. I'll make sure I change that up. Notify the appropriate persons of interest to get that changed up for you. Froggy says, fuck, Jenny and War are fucking scared. They are, but check this out, though. Bam Bam and Luna Vachon. I mean, that's nuts. Honeybee says, I use them in DWA. DWA, of course, from Team Dogface over at the Doghouse. Awesome shows and an extended Fam Jam community over there. If you're not already hopefully you're not facing Team Dogface. He's got a lot of vile creatures. The original invaders of the Archiverse, to be exact. But if you're not already following Team Dogface, can we get his twitch.tv backslash even? Not even a laugh from Glenola. Wow, are you feeling all right? Do you need a snack or something? You didn't even take a rib shot there. Wow, I'm impressed.
I decided to be nice.
You decided to be nice. That scares me even more. Forget I said that. So yeah, twitch.tv /dogface in the chat for me, please and thank you. I would appreciate that. I guess it has to be Froggy or Glenola at this point, because I don't know if everybody can post links or just mods. Anyways, Omega helped Dex out as his intro to the pack. They'd probably worked. Yeah, well, they are actually teaming up together now because War the Machine is busy. Kyle Riley is busy with Roxanne Riley. The Wolfpack is so spread out right now. They're looking to dominate all tag team divisions. It's fucking insane. And to be fair, it's what? Sorry.
Dogface DOWGFACE.
DOWGFYAYCE. Yeah. And there they are. They are now officially called the Golden Siblings. And of course, B. Jackson, the reigning, defending, undisputed YTD Academy Grand Prix champion. Can we do a check? How just maybe check again in the journal section. How many times has B. Jackson been the YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion? Just out of curiosity.
Hey, if you could put the actual link for Dogface,
oh yeah.
So bad
Yeah, you might have to copy the actual link and then paste it in.
If you just put if you just put the HTTP // ahead of what I typed in or posted, but it's not working real well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typical guy hiding behind his woman.
Why did Stream Elements say hell? That's kind of funny. I'm missing something. Hey, the shoutout worked. That's interesting.
Oh.
Sort of, anyways.
Yeah, what it was, it ran out of space. So, yeah, the first comment ended with holy, and then they did one comment for one word.
Yeah, but they forgot to put the damn link in.
No, that was Froggy Clothesline Strike.
No, I know. I'm looking at the one that talks about following to spread a little love for Dogface at, and then they didn't put the link in. I keep forgetting, so I'm gonna have to shorten. So I'm gonna have to go through my list of stuff and shorten it all down somehow to work properly with YouTube. Is what I'm gonna have to do. God damn, Kenny Jackson handed it to Bam Bam Bigelow right now. Did not think I was gonna see that happen tonight. What is he, surfboard? No. Ooh, that is not good for the face. Bam Bam's face just ate that canvas repeatedly, over and over, thanks to Kenny Jackson. Repeated stomps while surfboarding him. In comes B. Jackson and Luna Vachon. Shit's gonna get real. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to fix all the commands, basically, to get them to work properly.
There's 150 letter limit.
150, I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's not much more than that. I think it's 300 for Twitch or something like that. The other thing I'd like to have is easier access at updating stream info as opposed to having to do it right before I go live, because that just annoys the hell out of me. But anyways, and good news, I did do my taxes, so as soon as I get my assessment and everything back, I'll be able to submit information to YouTube and will officially be monetized. And of course, I did say we are going to have memberships available. We're gonna get some emotes created, so you're gonna have access to emotes. And memberships will start off at $2.99 Canadian, and go up from there for different tiers. And I forget what that worked out to in American dollars, but it was less than $2.99. All right, let's see here. I got to catch back up with chat. I think I'm basically almost there. Strife just frog splashed Froggy Moth Legs. 9-time, Honeybee says, I am 9-time Grand Prix and current Legends champ. So 9 times she's held the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship.
The one I'm seeing here listed as 1-time WCW World Champ, 7-time YTD Grand Prix champ, 1-time Wrestle Wars champ, 1-time Wrestle Wars television champ, 1-time YTD tag champ.
Yeah, this is exactly why constant, frequent tags are so important in a match like this.
So that's an impressive lineup of championship accomplishments.
Yeah. And that's just Queen Bee.
Yeah.
There's another one later on that was Queen Bee with yeah.
Well, if Joe Link missed some, it might be because, you know, B. Jackson changes her name periodically. So she was Honeybee, then she was Queen Bee, now she's B. Jackson. So he might have just missed maybe
the one I'm looking at is from 625.
Yeah. So see if so in addition to the 7 titles you saw, see if whatever that name is under, and then go on and look for Honeybee and Queen Bee and see if there's, or however that plays out. Anyway.
So later on, I did find one, another that was Queen Bee with Kenny Jackson duo, and that has 9 times. But I don't know if that was
I posted my voodoo doll.
added together or what. So
Honeybee says Joe updated the journal. Okay. And then Life says, there, I posted my voodoo doll. So I guess there's a picture of Life's voodoo doll on Discord for everybody to have a look at, if anybody's interested in that kind of thing. I mean, what do you do with that damn thing? I mean, do you have a Ouija board, too? Do we need to be worried about you unleashing demons upon mankind? Like, what the fuck?
I'm firing up Discord.
And my wife says I'm weird. I don't have a fucking voodoo doll. Now, don't get me wrong, I would buy one. I can think of a few people I'd poke full of holes, but one in particular. But
I've got enough pain. I don't need any more.
Well, maybe it would help your pain. It could be like acupuncture from a distance. You don't have to actually be right. You don't have to have the metal going into your body. You just got to feel the shit. Actually, that's not any better, really. But if you're gonna feel it, you may as well get the friggin' yeah. One of those fucks will work, Froggy says. I think the first one works.
They both
They both work? Okay, so there we go. There's Dogface's link. So if you're not already following Team Dogface, make sure you check him out. Give him a follow because he's been a long-time member. Again, he's the original invader of the Archerverse. The OG invaders, him and his clan of misfit villains. And they have a great community. They've been intertwined with the Archerverse community for a long time now. Everybody has had a lot of fun. Storyline builds, inking characters. I mean, just it's been a fantastic time with that community. And of course, we have other extended communities. That's why we're all Fam Jam now. That's why I say Fam Jam, not just community anymore. I mean, some people, there's new members of the community, but most of us have become a lot closer now, which is why we call ourselves the Fam Jam. So, but anyway.
And actually, he kind of started that. Yeah, with me, talking about the Fam Jam.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the community stuff I take from what I experienced with, I'm just Key, the Trigger Talk TV guy.
Yeah. I love I'm Just Key. He's a great individual.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. He, of course, is a partner on Twitch and YouTube. At least I think he's still a partner on YouTube. I can't remember if he said he had to get that back or not, because I know he was very active on YouTube and then didn't do too much on YouTube for a while. And sometimes you can lose your status, right? Like I did originally, so. But and then, of course, everything changed anyways. Like when I first made partner initially, over 10 years ago, you only had to have like 50 followers, 50 subscribers, and the watch time hours was much, much lower. So I was actually quite surprised when I saw but we got accepted early, though. We didn't hit the actual requirement before they offered us to be part of the partnership program. And I'm pretty sure that's because of the intense amount of content we've been uploading. You know, the amount of watch time hours that we've got the channel in just a year's time. Has it been a full year yet since we really started pushing? I don't think so. If it is, it's just. We'll have to go back and look.
I think it's been a year.
Has it been a full year now?
I think so.
I'll have to look. If I go back and look at some of our popular matches, there'll probably be one that dates back. Actually, you could probably check that. Could you guys have access to that? Could you see the popular matches, or can only I see that?
Let me...
You're a mod. You should be able to see everything.
How many times does that end a match? And she's still in the game.
I got to tell you, B. Jackson and Kenny Jackson have looked great here tonight. They're doing far greater against the beasts from the East than I originally gave credit. Very interesting. Bam Bam Bigelow's a big man. Likes to throw his weight around, and he's doing so right now. Big power bomb to Kenny Jackson. Drops a knee right in the bicep. God damn it, that's gotta hurt.
Actually...
Ooh, springboard lariat.
You ready for a surprise, Archer?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
When I went to set up my oldest video, it was a TAV 94? Bash at the Beach, Raw and War vs. TAV Battleground, 2 years ago.
Almost a year.
Yeah, but when did we really start pushing it, though? We did a couple live shows here and there and uploaded some stuff, but we didn't really start utilizing it on a weekly basis until I forget when.
Well, I figure that would have been 20, really a weekly basis. That's 20-something shows ago, so...
Well, yeah, but I mean, when we really started pumping the dark matches even, though, not just the live shows. Because, yeah, we're at 25 live shows as of tonight. But dark matches on a regular basis, I think only about a year.
Probably.
But, yeah, we started using it during the Archerverse 2.0. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, right around there. And there we go. That is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match from Team Queen Bee, the Hive, consisting of the Golden Siblings, Kenny and B. Jackson. Your victors and pick up the big W in the hybrid division. And again, they looked far better in the ring against the Beast from the East than I had given credit. I actually thought they were going to get eaten alive. That's why I apologized to Honeybee in the beginning, because I agreed with you. I thought if I was betting on that match, on Gold, Bam Bam, and Luna Vachon, those guys are vicious. But man, Queen Bee, or sorry, B. Jackson now, and Kenny Jackson, they really used their in-ring knowledge. They utilized their full repertoire of skill sets. So I mean, that was fantastic to watch. Big win for the Queen of the Hive. Now AKA going to be called the Golden Siblings, was what they might be called by the next time you see them in a ring together. So congratulations to Honeybee Wrestling. Either way, and of course the Golden Siblings, big win against Bam Bam and Luna Vachon. Very cool.
Definitely. Congratulations.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Next match of the evening. And this, I believe, is for the #1 contendership to the Grand Prix Wrestling I think this is for a contract case, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to see if I have any notes. No, I don't. But I do believe this matchup between the man called Drek, the Iceman, Christian Hart, making his return, and of course the Gooner, Luke Ballmer, member of the Coalition, and of course Country Coalition most recently. He and Mickey James make a formidable team, by the way. Had a great tag team matchup in the hybrid division already. But this is for the YTD Academy contract case, which gives one of them the ability to challenge any champion of their choosing. Now, usually most people challenge for the YTD Grand Prix Championship or for the World Championship, but it has, I mean, Alan Severn once challenged for a different championship, and up until the development of the Tag Team Championship Contender titles, we did used to allow them to challenge tag teams if they were a part of a tag team, but not very often did a tag team member win any of the contract cases. So, which is ultimately why after all this time we decided to go to not contract cases, to tag team championship contender belts, so that the tag team division as well as singles competition challengers can now challenge and become #1 contenders to not just any one tag team championship belt, but either or, YTD Tag or Wrestle Wars World Genesis World Tag Team titles. So, but yeah. But anyways, the Gooner, Christian Hart, the Iceman, of course, as most know him as, or the man called Drek. What do you think? Who takes home the contract case tonight? Who challenges? Well, the YTD Academy Grand Prix Championship is actually on the line tonight, so much like the Tag Team Championships, it'll depend on who walks out of here with that championship, but who wins the right to challenge either that champion or any other champion of their choosing.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Christian Hart on this one.
Darth Glenola's in the house, so we're going with Christian Hart here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm actually going to go with the Gooner just because, he's a member of the Coalition, Country Coalition, currently. But he's a great member. He's looked fantastic in the ring. And again, he and Mickey James had a fantastic matchup in the hybrid division. So it's interesting to see him back in singles competition, looking to bring some gold to the Coalition. So I'm going to go with the Gooner. He is a member, again, after all of the Coalition. So, now that said, the man called Drek, a formidable opponent, a powerful opponent, not to mention, member of the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dogface. So anything could happen here. And as much as I want to see the Gooner win, I can also see the Iceman sneaking in a win here. I mean, I believe the Iceman probably has the most submissions in history, does he not? He sneaks in there. He sneaks in there. If he's getting beat down, he finds a limb and twists it off. That's why they call him the Iceman. He takes, you know, he stays calm, patient. And you make the wrong move, and he's got you. He's got you. Tears a limb off, and you're tapping. But, yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to go with the Gooner. But as Boss Apollo would say, I'd like to see the Gooner win. But I think that Christian Hart's going to win. But I'm thinking about the man called Drek. Yeah, I know, I just heard that back. I too just heard that. It is not that funny. You are a villain, sir. All right, here we go. Drek versus Christian Hart versus the Gooner Luke Palmer. YTD Academy contract case on the line. Let's go. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, grab a drink, use the facilities, and I shall be back.
One thing Christian has to watch out for is that hammerlock.
That, you know, when I come back, we should talk about that, actually. That is still one of the greatest matches ever. I don't even care. It was such a long match, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah. But anyways, I will return.
The following contest is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Iceman, Christian Hart.
Ever since I took my spot here at the commentary table, I have wanted to call this match. I cannot wait to finally do it. The competition level has never been higher, but this guy's ready to prove he can hang.
She had a frog in her throat.
And his opponents, first, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from New York, weighing in at 274 pounds, D-Rex.
Just look at the swagger on display. I love it.
Swagger? Really, Saxton? You know a number of people in the back just despise this superstar.
Well, the WWE Universe clearly disagrees with you, Corey.
Oh, and what else is new? He's physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in his big-time match.
We posted a couple jokes earlier on the Dixerd.
Alrighty.
And representing the Coalition
What
from
did Darth
England,
Vader say when he found out he was made Big Michael on the Best Star Radio?
Luke the Goon.
The WWE Universe is on their feet for this superstar.
They are ready for unapologetic high-intensity action.
I would be shocked if we saw apologetic in-ring action of any sort, Byron.
Our day's been short and shitty, LOL.
Look at the
we're doing
focus and
good now,
drive in
it's
his
gonna
eyes.
get
Ready
better
to prove
short
he's
day.
the best this division has to offer.
Oh. I do have a surprise
The
for
superstars
everyone
are in the
when I
ring. The
come
bell is
back,
rung
so
and all the
stay
rules are
tuned.
out the window. This is the no DQ match.
You can tell these superstars have been eagerly awaiting this. They wanted to duke it out in a no-limit situation. So now, if they can think it, they can do it. Sharp punch. Shoulder tackle. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Only a surprise.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
Cross body.
No
We do not need
disqualifications
to
has
see
to
more
benefit a certain
culture.
type of superstar more than others, doesn't it, Corey?
Get off your high
More
horse,
good
Cole.
luck
And no
Thursday when he
disqualifications.
found
Match
out
benefits
there
the
was no
superstar
George
who's
Michaels on the
smarter,
Dark
faster,
Star
and
radio
better.
station.
Using the rules to your advantage doesn't make you the villain here.
Into the
That
slam.
is not what you said earlier, Strike.
Off into the pin.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Outside the ring now. He has no need to rush.
As a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables.
He's lost some of his wind now. And a standing moonsault.
Dealing out some damage and looking good doing it.
Held in a perilous position.
Well-placed elbows looking to escape.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh, stop. He could do it here. He gets the shoulder up at 2.
He got close there. It could be do or die time.
Placed in the corner.
Driving their opponent down. Now launching
And a bulldog. Great counter. Impressive ring IQ on display there. What's he open to find down there?
And now with him going for the table, we're just in straight-up appetite for destruction territory here.
Setting up for something here.
right across the
Did you
larynx.
hear about the restaurant on the moon? The food was
Up in the
great,
torture
but there was no
rack. This is
atmosphere.
excruciating.
Within Johnny Jake from Team
No
Gorilla.
muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to.
Makes the cover. And
There
still
are no
hanging on.
redeems
At
on
this point in the match, that
YTD
could go
Archer.
either way.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Clothesline, avoided contact and brought a big attack of their own.
And I think we just might see Sky High.
Way up there.
He
Against
just
Johnny
created a
Jake Chance.
prime opportunity.
Oh, man, landing awkwardly.
Oh! He's staring his opponent down. I think we're about to see it.
Step through.
Styles a much-needed big move. 2 count. What in the world? I do not know how you survive that.
Staying alive
Not
there is
easy.
unheard of.
He thinks he has it. Shoulder shoots up before 2.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to
Johnny
take.
Joke
Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in?
with his great lol, truly.
Oh, there it is, the abdominal stretch.
Grabbing the ankle for extra torque. Ooh. Sharp elbows. And a hip toss to escape.
Listens to crickets responding to Archer's chant.
Oh, God.
He's looking a little weary now.
After lasting this long in a triple threat, it'd be a shame to take a nosedive now.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
Okay.
Well, okay. Since you asked nicely.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
I'll ask nicely,
Heads out of the
since
ring.
Archer
What's
has
next?
no manners.
Friday afternoon, Johnny's sitting in class, of course, pulled out of his mind. And he's like, you know what, we've got a few minutes left in class. I'm going to ask a question. Whoever answers it first can leave early.
Caught the chin.
She says good night, everyone.
Okay. What year did World War II end?
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
Johnny shot his hand up, but Susie's like,
Archer
1945.
distracted 5 weeks ago.
Very good. You can leave, Susie.
It's been a hard-hitting
Johnny's a little
affair here
upset
tonight.
that he got screwed out of that one. But, next Friday, same thing. Teacher asks,
Oh, shucks.
what year
Oh,
did the American Civil War end? Johnny shot his hand up.
Set back
good
into the
night,
ring.
MRS Archer.
This time Billy just shot without the answer. Well, you can leave.
Able to interrupt the attack.
This happens for a couple weeks. Every time Johnny knows the answer, he gets screwed out of it.
Brought back into the ring
So he
from the
doesn't
floor.
think him. And Thursday night, he takes a couple ping pong balls and paints them all black. And
Got him there.
so the teacher starts her thing, whoever answers the question, you leave her. And Johnny just
He's
hurls
ejected
the
from the ring.
2 ping pong balls. She's like, okay, who's the Joker with 2 black balls? Bill Cosby. See you next week.
Into the ring post. Right across the face.
Hurts on the shoulders.
A backbreaker now. Straight punch. Cover here. Fights out at 2.
Getting that shoulder up
Oh,
now.
have a great night, Mrs. Archer.
Well, just like it, ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, Elijah Archer launches himself at Glenelg and Ramo and AKO sends Glenelg off to D. Night MRS Archer.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
Blank.
He's got him set with the style. Big opportunity for him now. There's 2.
Middle
I'm
Archer.
shaking my head in
OB
disbelief
God
over
Almighty.
how he
Christian Hart knows no boundaries, folks. It is absolutely ghastly. Hart nails Archer with the middle head into no end. Right after the ground.
Backwards, but welcome back.
I have returned. All right, man, some near falls here, but what a triple threat elimination match so far. No eliminations, and this matchup's been ongoing for quite a while. What a battle for the YTD Academy contract case. So, I did say I have an announcement. Now, this is something that I was going to tell everybody earlier, but I wasn't necessarily sure of exactly what I was doing, but I have 2 announcements, really. One, first and foremost, this is something that Team Glenola and I have decided is a necessity, is something that should take place. It's going to take place sometime after episode number 500, which is incidentally only 7 shows away. That's going to be exciting. The Findo. Again, we're probably going to have a stream preview with YTD Academy World War III taking on champions from Wrestle Wars Genesis. We'll have, of course, stories from the Archerverse 1.0 all the way to 4.0, reminiscing about 500 good times with a fantastically good community. I don't know what else we can say, but one thing we decided was a necessity is, and we've done it before, we've had many shows where we have had Christian Cool Appreciation Night, we had Glenola Appreciation Night, we had the Turret Man Appreciation Night. So we've done different appreciation nights for different members of our community that have gone above and beyond to make things more fun, compelling, and give everybody a reason to be here. And we are going to be doing a Team Joe Link Appreciation Night sometime after episode number 500, because he has been a pillar to the community. He helps people when they need help. He's been a subscriber, a follower, become a friend to many of us, Glenola and I specifically, and Froggy Mothlegs, of course. But he's been doing magazine covers. He's been going back and finding matches of the week, matches of the month. He's been participating in role-playing. He's just an all-around great human being. And so we're going to be doing Team Joe Link Appreciation Night after episode number 500, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys saw any of the other appreciation nights. If you haven't, go back and check out the VODs. You can find them on I would check YouTube, to be fair. I don't know if they're all going to still be on Twitch or not. They delete VODs at a weird pace and weird. I don't understand their methods of removing your VODs, because again, when we first started having VODs deleted, they were leaving VODs. They were deleting VODs, but then there'd be VODs that were older than the ones they were deleting, still in existence, and they really chopped the hell out of our shows from episode 1 to 100, which is why, wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new YTD Academy World War III contract case holder from Team Christian Cool, the Iceman, Christian Hart, your victor, and now has the ability to challenge any champion of his choosing outside of the tag team division. Congratulations to both Christian Cool and, of course, the Iceman, Christian Hart, picking up a huge win here on episode number 25 of YTD World War III. Awesome. I mean, and you called it again, Glenola.
Matches are no picnic.
Yeah, that's
you know,
good tonight.
You've done all right so far. You've done all right so far. So, in addition to the fact that we are going to be doing an appreciation show, immediately following, well, not immediately, I do have some things to do, but after episode 25 here on YouTube is over and done, episode number 493, we are going to be going over to Twitch, and we're going to have episode number 494, and we're going to be having a hybrid division tournament to crown our first ever hybrid champions. So either Glenola or Joe Link, while this show is still going on, if you could go through our VODs and find the winners from our hybrid matchups, we are going to decide amongst us as a group if we are going to have the men fight for the hybrid tag team titles first, or if we're going to send the women into battle. Personally, my vote goes to the women, and the reason is this. The women's division has been smoking hot, from the Legends division to the Pure Wrestling division to the YTD Academy to the tag team. I mean, there have been some smoking hot matchups, and I think they deserve the time to shine. So I would really like to do hybrid division championship on the line, and we have the women from the mixed gender tag teams go into battle first to crown the first ever hybrid champions. But that's up to you guys. That's just my opinion. So when we're done here, we're going to Twitch. Episode 494, a tournament with a tone-setting matchup. It's going to be a continuation of a great evening, and it's a little bit of a makeup for the last couple of nights that have kind of got out of control, and we didn't have our show on time. Not only am I delivering episode 25, we're going to have ourselves a bonus show, and we're going to have a little extra fun in a tournament setting. So, two big announcements. One of them, Joe Link Appreciation Night. The other, we're going to crown brand new hybrid champions here tonight. Now, I assume Alan Severn's team will be amongst those, because I
don't think they won.
Did they not win their match?
I don't think they did.
That's crazy, because they looked great. I remember the matchup. I actually don't remember who won, but I remember that She-Fiend and Alan Severn was a beastly combo. I do know that.
Yeah, but I was thinking they'd get beat. Unless there's another one that I didn't see.
I agree, Strife. Joe Link absolutely deserves it, and Glenola also agrees with that sentiment.
Yeah, they lost their match.
All right, so on to the next match of the night. Here we go. It is for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. We've got Svetlana Vedrozka and Kira Blade teaming up against Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. It is the Bullies versus the Outlaws for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Now, I'm trying to remember, is this the first match in the championship rounds? I forgot to look. I think it is.
I ain't sure.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't have betting lines. Never mind. We can't even open betting lines, so forget it. I don't even know why I was stressing on that. But Strike says, oh, might be confusing them with another team. Who lost their match? Joe Link says they did win. Okay, so Alan Severn's team did win. I mean, they were called the Wolfpack as well. The Wolfpack has actually the Wolfpack has 3 fucking teams in the hybrid division. How scary is that? And Life also confirming. I know, right? Life also confirming they won. So, but here we go.
That could make the Freebird rule very interesting.
The Bullies versus the Outlaws. Let's go. Turn and burn time. Showtime and go time. All right.
Usually, from what I've seen, the thumbnail reveals who won the match. Usually.
Usually, yeah, because I didn't create thumbnails because, well, I didn't think it was necessary, really. So thumbnails can but first and foremost, I would have a lot of VODs to go and change. I do not have that kind of time. But I've had no problem with viewership due to lack of a thumbnail. I will say that.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this.
If the thumbnail says anything, well, it doesn't always say. Sometimes the VOD shows a clip from the match that isn't to do with the ending. But if they're at the end of the match and raising their arms, you can be assured.
Yeah, usually, I'd say 90% of the time, if you look at the thumbnail, you can see who won the match. But it's not every time.
I got a question for you, Glenola. If you were to pick any wrestler from any time period and pair them with any woman from any time period, who would you put in the hybrid division? That we don't already have, because we have Queen Sherry and Macho, we've got Edge and Beth Phoenix. I mean, the list goes on, but...
Well...
Life says, so basically what you're saying is it's the Wolfpack versus the roster. I mean, kind of. Joe Link, did you hear our announcement, by the way? I see Joe Link just popped back in because he of course, was confirming that Did you happen to hear our announcements, Joe Link?
It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
We know Joe Link is at work, so...
True.
Shuffling being one of the best mods in Archiverse history, and well, supposedly working.
There we go, Archer. We can find the oldest wrestlers on the roster and have it be a nursing home theme.
Have it, sorry, do what?
Have a nursing home theme. Oldest wrestlers on the roster.
A nursing home theme, and we could have an ambulance out there and a stretcher and. Oh my God! I forgot. Yeah, he's supposed to be a nurse. I don't know how he manages to juggle nursing and being a mod, but it's, hopefully nobody in the community has anybody in his care.
I would trust it. I would. I'd trust Joe Link.
You would trust Joe Link?
I did it as an
honor. Joe Link says, I did, it's an honor. Well, you definitely deserve it, Joe Link. And that's all I have to say about that, is you absolutely deserve it. 100%. But yeah, that'll be after episode 500, Joe Link. And we'll, of course, come up with a theme for you. Glenola suggests a nursing theme.
Think of the legendary careers that began with tag team title reigns. We could be seeing someone take those first steps tonight, turning the tables.
But anyways,
Nice hip toss by Rousey. Just a perfect mix of pure power.
damn, this is a Tornado Tag Team Extreme Rules matchup, apparently.
Corey, what are the perils of this match that superstars must be
That I didn't
concerned
expect.
with? This is the type of
Again,
setting-
surprised by the booking committee.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
She's still got a
It was supposed to
lot
be
of stamina left.
a 2 out of 3 falls match for the championships, but I don't think that's what we're getting tonight.
She's got
I don't know why they gotta fuck with me like that. I mean, what is wrong with the original suggested matches? I see nothing wrong with a 2 out of 3 falls tag team matchup for the titles, but no. I mean, unless it's Tornado Tag 2 out of 3 falls, that's not what we're getting here. It could be. It could be.
Might be.
It might be.
She's taking this outside. This one cannot be lost by count out.
Did you ever do your Johnny joke?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I missed it. Damn it.
Challengers a little
Because life asked very nicely if I would do a Johnny joke, so I did a Johnny joke.
costly error there.
It was redeemed too, so there's that.
There's no redeems on YTD.
Overboard lock is
Fatality.
in.
As the arm trapped her. Had the arm trapped.
How dare you, sir.
Finds its mark.
But so,
There's a couple other jokes too.
No count out as she
speaking
takes
of which,
this
was there any jokes in, like, in the chat?
And you know,
I should go back. I'll go back and look. How far back?
part of the equation. And something tells me
Well,
she is very aware of that.
Was it before the Johnny joke chant?
To come at her now.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we posted a couple of jokes earlier on Discord. All right, Miss Pig here. I think it starts here with Miss Piggy joke. Oh, that's you. That's you. Okay, so Glenola says, why did Miss Piggy lose her voice? She had a frog in her throat. Kermit was sticking his tongue where it doesn't belong. How dare he? Froggy says, hey! Our Lady's been short and shitty, but we're doing good, and now it's gonna get better shortly. That's not a joke.
Trying to fight
is no easy task.
What did Darth Vader say when he found out there was no George Michaels on the Death Star radio station? Answer, I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yes! That is definitely the answer. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? The food was great, but there was no atmosphere. Yeah. All right.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't
This is the crickets responding to Archer's chant. How dare you, sir?
The champ taking their share of hits now.
Froggy says, okay, we'll still have you peeps on, but we got to drive for a minute. Be back shortly. I mean, where the fuck are you going? That's 60 seconds away. You need to drive, motherfucker. That's kind of lazy. That is some lazy shit right there.
Not done yet. Into the arm breaker. Hammerlock. Boom. Paying it right back with a
Just looking to see if I missed anything else.
toss back into the ring.
Strife says, yeah, Joe's deserves it. The amazing magazines alone. Strife says AJ Lee will capture the title. So that's Strife's answer. Strife would like to see the women battle it out in the tournament first.
I think the women great choice.
Yeah, I think it is too. So, are you going through those VODs to see who the winners were?
I'm lagging so fast.
We got to. You got to check the videos, not the live. I'm not talking.
I mean,
matches that have already happened.
yeah, but my computer's lagging.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you were trying to go back and find the matches from earlier. I was gonna say, how can you not remember? It's the same show.
Right now, I'm just about 2 minutes behind on the match because of what?
That is beautiful. You should try refreshing, maybe.
I've refreshed.
Lag is a real thing.
You know, it's just the computer's lagging really bad tonight. You know, some days are better than others.
Bomber says, hey Archer, the Gooner in action. Actually, Luke, the Gooner was in action. The last match, he was in a triple threat match, and it ended up being the Iceman Christian Hart that prevailed. He now has the contract case for YTD Academy.
The challenger is in some big trouble. I don't think she
I'm trying to remember now who the third band was. It was the Iceman, the Gooner, and Dedrick. Team Dedrick's the man called Drek. Yeah, you can. You can go back and watch it. Yeah. Mickey's not in action at the moment, but Luke, right after this show, we're going to be doing a hybrid tournament on Twitch, and Mickey James, seeing how the Country Coalition won their match, Mickey James will be one of the selected females to first compete for the hybrid titles. We're going to have the women fight for those titles first.
Yeah. So, let's see. Between the Chaos, and it seems like everyone agreed that Wolfman and She-Fiend won there, so, you know, the She-Fiend, right there, two hellacious competitors.
Yep. So She-Fiend and Mickey James are two women in already. Just note these down.
It's getting late over here, so I have to watch her match tomorrow.
You're making me work here,
I'm making you work. Administrative duties. Getting late over here, might have to watch her match in the morning. Yeah, that's okay. I totally understand that.
This puts the pressure back on the champion. Can the champion respond with their back against the wall?
The heaviest artillery has been used, but
I totally understand that. Don't worry about that. Anyways, while you're doing that, I may as well get back and see if there's anything else crack-a-lacking in the dirt sheets here. So, there was another WrestlingNews.co article. I'm just trying to see who published it. It was Michael Schrute. And it is WWE's Seth Rollins responds to people who say the World Heavyweight Championship is a consolation title. So, WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins was interviewed on Out of Character with Ryan Satin. We have a few highlights below, but make sure you scroll down. Now, well, I have to do the scrolling. Anyway, Seth Rollins talks about crowds still singing his music after it ends. Is one of the things he covered. So he says, and this is a quote, "It's not even adrenaline, it's almost the opposite. It's like the soothing experience because the song has a haunting quality to it. And so when they're singing the song in the darkness and I peek through my eyelids sometimes to see if flashlights are on, and I get the flashlight, it's very ambient. It almost takes me out of the element, almost out of the, kind of like the big fight feel in a way. I know it adds to it for them, like a live experience. It really amps it up for them, but for me, I just get so relaxed." On Logan Paul, KSI, and Bad Bunny, he said, I knew wrestling against Logan Paul was going to be huge in its own way because there are so many people that know who Logan Paul is that have no idea what WWE is. We're still in the ongoing stages of melding those two fan bases. I knew it was going to be a great opportunity for me to have the spotlight with a guy who has just a megaphone on him no matter what he does, to be a part of that and to try to really take my act to the next level and get it in front of people that may have never seen it before. I was really looking forward to that. Obviously, Logan, I didn't know what to expect entirely. I had not really worked with him at all prior to Royal Rumble, but super athletic. So I knew going in we were going to be able to kind of work with that, and it turned out to be one of my favorite WrestleMania matches I've ever actually had. Logan Paul and Bad Bunny are two total reasons that I know I'm not hip. I am with it no more. I had no idea who these people were before they came into WWE. And KSI, same thing. I'm too old, man, too old. I'm not cool anymore. And so I don't know what's going on with the kids, but when he took his little face mask off, And that Prime bottle, the whole arena knew who he was. We got a nice close-up on his face. Kudos to our production team and our cameraman. Everybody thought they all knew who he was, and I was like, well, there's another one. I'm just a cranky old man. That's me now. I was really happy that he got involved. He did a tremendous job. He was really excited to be a part of WrestleMania, and we couldn't ask for a better Prime bottle. The inspiration for the Visionary character was really kind of a throwback in a lot of ways. It's very much just a larger-than-life kind of cult personality type character. I had some inspiration from other places outside of wrestling, but like when I was looking at characters in wrestling, I was just looking at like a Macho Man Randy Savage. I was looking at a Ric Flair. I was looking at Superstar Billy Graham. And these people who were just, over the top, Gorgeous George. And I was just looking around, and there just didn't seem to be anything like that in modern wrestling executed at a high level. So I just started the ball rolling, and it just snowballed, and here we are. It's probably my most favorite thing I've ever done. I'm having the most fun on a week-to-week basis I've ever had in a wrestling ring. And after 20 years of doing it, that's pretty awesome for me. On people calling his championship a consolation title, and we just had a tap out, but what does that mean for the matchup? Oh, wow, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the match and new YTD Academy Tag Team Champions. The team of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, the Bullies. Your new YTD Academy World War III Tag Team Champions. Holy shit, the Outlaws lost their titles, Glenola. That's crazy. Didn't expect that one. I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words right now. The Bullies, your new tag team champions. I don't know. What do you think? What do you got to say about that?
I don't know.
I know. It's hard to find the words. Obviously we know it's a possibility. They're two formidable opponents, and now they're a team. They already had a successful matchup in the hybrid division, or sorry, not the hybrid division, in the tag team division, and now here they are already standing with the tag team championship belts in their hands. That's insane. Just completely, for me anyways. Actually, Ronda Rousey did have a hybrid match with Roddy Piper. I don't know if you saw that match.
They won that.
They won that, so that means Ronda Rousey will be going to the tournament in the land of Twitch to crown brand new hybrid. This is going to be interesting, because Mrs. Archer will be in there too.
I've got, well, that's the problem. I got to figure this out, because I've got
more than 8, I bet.
10. I've got
all
10.
Right. More than 10. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to list those 10, and people can pick. They can choose out of the 10 options. Is what we can do there. But anyways, congratulations to the Bullies again. Fantastic match. Dethroned the Outlaws and are the new YTD Academy World War III Women's Tag Team Champions. Awesome. Not expected, but still awesome. And that wasn't the beginning of the championships rounds. This is. And this is for the men's tag team championships. And look at this. We got a surprise for Team Glenola straight from Team Joe Link. It is a new partner for the Soul Man Jay Simmons as the Phenom Joe Lincoln enters the hybrid division. And of course that means Amber Extreme could be amongst the people chosen tonight to go into the hybrid division championship Gold Rush tournament over on Twitch following World War III episode 25. So it's going to be very interesting, but we have CM Punk coming straight out of AEW over to World War III, has inked a contract with Team Joe Lincoln, is joining the Soul Man Jay Simmons to fight against the Public Enemy for the YTD Academy World War III Tag Team Championships. Glenola, the microphone is yours. And again, I remind you, I had nothing to do with this. This is literally, without exaggeration, no bullshit, all Team Joe Link. I leave it to there. I leave the floor to you.
Say is that they just turned a great tag team into a pile of shit.
Oh God! Oh, when Team Joe Link told me who they were hiring to stand in for the Phenom Joe Lincoln. Oh my God. The first thing I thought is, oh no. But then I couldn't stop laughing for a good 5 minutes. I mean, how many times have we had conversations about CM Punk and your opinion on... I mean, what's your famous catchphrase? Flush BM Punk.
The Fiend is the only one
Oh my
to take
God.
the title off Roman. We, especially Vince,
Life says
never let
yuck.
it happen.
Strife says the Fiend is the only one believable to take the title off Roman. We, especially Vince, will never let it happen. Oh, WWE is probably what that's meant to say. Especially Vince will never let that happen. Well, the only problem is it wouldn't make any sense, at least at this point. It wouldn't make any sense to have Bray Wyatt take it from him.
WWE.
You know, they don't exactly have open championship opportunities for that specific title like they do with the World Heavyweight Championship, which Seth Rollins has already defended multiple times, by the way, and I commend that. So now I still have to get back to that article, but when they consider a consolation title, can we define that? Because Roman Reigns isn't defending his title every week. Seth Rollins is defending it like a champ and looking good doing it and gaining a lot of respect to doing it. Now, okay, they're knocking the title, but nobody knocks what he's doing for a body of work right now. And you know what? I'm super glad to hear that he's having the best time of his life in 20 years inside the wrestling ring, because that makes me even more compelled to watch his creativity, because that dude is so creative. He's like watching Elton John meets Gorgeous George, meets Ric Flair, meets all the things he said. He's like a combination of after all these years, and it's really kind of cool, I'll be honest. It's too bad CM Punk stole the flying elbow drop and wore the stars, because it'd be cool to see Seth Rollins actually don the stars and do that flying elbow drop, because he also is a Macho Man fan, big Macho Man fan. But CM Punk probably kind of ruined that, because we all know that Seth Rollins, much like Glenola, not a CM Punk fan at all. We remember the comments and the discussions about CM Punk from Seth Rollins over the past several months. So, yeah. But here we go. Next match of the night is for the YTD Academy World War III Tag Team Championships. Phenomenal Soul, CM Punk, the straight edge superstar, and the Soul Man Jay Simmons taking on Demon Razor and Psycho Scorpion, the Public Enemy. Titles on the line. It is next. What do you guys think? Who's winning this match? We can't open betting lines because we are still on YouTube. We don't have that opportunity. At least not yet. Eventually, I believe there will be a way to actually do a poll in the chat. I just don't have that tool yet. I assume it's something I have to unlock. There's some other things I do have to still unlock as I reach milestones. But who do you guys think wins? Phenomenal Soul become tag team champions once again? This time without the Phenom. That'd be weird. Or do you think the Public Enemy finds another way to retain those titles? I mean, I got to be honest. I want to agree with Glenola on this one. I think Team Joe Link is a little crazy. And I think that Punk flushes Phenomenal Soul down the proverbial toilet, and the Public Enemy retains their titles. That's what I'm going with. Glenola, anything later? Last words of encouragement here.
CM Punk, the shit edge crap star.
The shit edge crap star. I like it. I don't hate Punk as much as you. I actually don't mind watching him wrestle. When you follow the backstage antics and politics and stuff, he gives you a headache. He is. I mean, recently people said, the Elite started it, and they were starting it being whining crybabies. But I mean, what did Punk do? It wasn't any different. So how do they just take
whiny little bitch his whole career?
Fair. You're not necessarily wrong with that. But, I don't know. Life says where Rollins stands. We're Rollins. Oh, we're Rollins fans. Is that what? I don't know what that's supposed to say, Life. What
I
the?
think fans.
I think so too, and somehow it connotes stands.
On the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in
Unless
this
that's
much
the
jeopardy. Tonight
fandom
might just be the
thing.
night the title changes hands.
Maybe. Life, you want to clear that up for us? Jolie says, what a surprise for Glenola. I definitely hired him to hear you rant about it, Joe Lake says. What do you think about that, Glenola? He's doing it just to hear you rant about it.
I know. As soon as I saw it.
Oh, good God. I can see a battle starting up between the Wolfpack and Phenomenal Soul suddenly. I know that. And Team Joe Link.
Joe Link, baby. BM Punk ain't worthy of the Wolfpack.
Ooh, BM Punk is not worthy of the Wolfpack. Fighting words to Team Joe Link. Fired right from the cannon of the Great Glenola.
I wasn't happy, man.
And here come the tag team champions. Those guys are a fierce looking duo, I gotta tell you. But I'll tell you, they can back their intimidation up with. They are stellar in that ring. For big men, they are very quick, agile, and powerhouses, not to mention. So I mean, it is going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough, in my opinion, anyways. And I'm pretty sure Glenola agrees. Obviously, it's going to be a tough go for Punk and for the OG soul man of the Archerverse, Jay Simmons tonight. I don't know. I don't know about this.
I hate going against Jay Simmons.
Well, me too. One of the greatest ever, you know. His championship accomplishments might not be this on par with, say, Alan Severn and Count Dexkillen and some of the greats, the other greats. But his
hasn't had that many titles, really.
but he's had some phenomenal matchups. Some of the greatest matches in Archerverse history have Jay Simmons' name on it. Luke says, I wasn't happy, man, when was playing my league on NBA 2K23. I've got a Kobe era league, and Kobe Bryant got injured, man. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, that doesn't make your campaign easy. I mean, so what is your record right now? What's your overall record, out of curiosity? Does anybody else like basketball? Does anybody else like NBA games?
I haven't really played NBA games since NBA Jam on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, what's your overall record on your NBA, like for your league play, or like how many wins, losses, points per game, stuff like that? What are you averaging, etc.? The typical questions, really. By the way, Luke, have you had any further issues on your Discord? That's another thing. We got to get some more people to join Team Luke the Gooner's Discord so we can help police that for him, because he's been taking some unnecessary trolling, making fun of his challenges, if you will. I don't like to refer to them as disabilities, because I know many people with supposed disabilities that are very, very cool individuals with a lot of talents, and it's I just hate the term disability. I can understand if you're in a vegetative state and you're completely incapable of living proper life, maybe that can be considered a disability. Some people don't have a problem with the word disability at all, and I don't judge, by the way, but I just like to call it, because I've worked with people with supposed disabilities, and what they became were challenges for them to overcome to become the super people they were. So it was kind of, again, I've taught everybody from all walks of life, from bone problems to coming out of having heart issues or injuries that they wanted to rehab and still be able to learn at the same time. And of course, a proper martial arts instructor can do just that, because many of martial arts movements, obviously martial arts in general, all based off of body dynamics. So everything we do, we know how to utilize each of the joints correctly, and many of our exercises mimic beyond what they give you in physical therapy anyways. So, but also people with challenges like Down syndrome and other things. I've taught many people, and I got to tell you, I've never met so many fascinating people, so many awesome people. But yeah, they wanted to troll Luke the Gooner because Luke, I forget what is your challenge again? What is your superpower? I can't remember. Is it autism? Joling says Jay Simmons has won 15 championships in TAV so far. Fantastic, and I'm sure some of those are tag team championships. Because before he was part of Phenomenal Soul, he was of course part of Power and Glory. With Team KJ 2294, an amazing, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, amazing tag team. Was Power and Glory. Autism cerebral palsy is what Luke the Gooner has, and some Jagoffs found it fitting to try to troll him and belittle him because of his superpowers. So I of course don't condone that, don't accept that, and I want to get as many people from the Archiverse community to join Luke's Discord so we can help police that and keep that a safe place for him, his friends, and I'm sure he has friends that have challenges as well. So we don't accept that. That's not something we allow here at the Archiverse TV. And being one of our great community members, I want to make sure we can limit the possibilities of that happening. And I'd appreciate it if anybody that isn't already part of Luke's Discord, if you guys could, Luke, if you want to drop your Discord link, that'd be helpful actually. Or if somebody can drop Luke's Discord link. I don't know if the Discord command, oh, we don't have a Discord command right now. I think maybe my Discord link might pop up. Let me find out. If I could spell. I don't think it's Discorf. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like that one's working, so I'll have to figure that one out as well. But yeah, Luke, if you want to post your Discord link, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. So back to what he was saying about his basketball league. Oh, Life said, I am probably on the outside here, but I am not a basketball fan. I'd rather watch golf. To each their own. I don't mind watching golf. I don't. It's just funny because a lot of people love playing it. I like to watch it on, I like watching the Skins games, etc. I don't like playing it. I don't know why. It's. I know most people are the opposite of me. They love playing it but don't like watching it, or they do both. But many people would rather play it than watch it. I see. I'd rather watch it. I find it actually relaxing to watch. Now I do play it. I have Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. That's a great golf game. I should actually stream that because it is actually a beautiful game. Not to mention graphics.
I'm still waiting to see the golf match between you and Gould.
Now, I know we can never get our schedules to line up. It's because his got so crazy that mine was all over the place, and we will still do that. But I should once in a while stream golf. It's actually a fun, relaxing game, and we can just have some conversations, maybe come up with new storylines. You guys can attack each other in the chat and start coming up with feuds and rivalries while we're playing golf and watching me. Actually, I'm pretty good at it, I'll be honest. Some courses I absolutely suck, so if you want to see me suck, I'll just pick those courses. But if you want to see good golf, I'll pick the ones I'm good at. But yeah, golf is a fun game. But yeah, when it comes to real golf, it's because my short game is fucking pathetic, and it pisses me off. I mean, you give me an iron or give me a driver, yeah, I can hit the fucking ball. But I mean, that's not fun for me, and I don't like. I'm not somebody to go out and just putt balls into a fucking hole either. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind going play mini putt with the family, right? But you can watch the kids do it, or you do it with your wife, whatever. But it's not me. Yeah, I heard that too. We could do it with your wife. Why do I keep saying things like this? Why do I do that? See, this is why my wife should never sleep, because then she can police my actions and antics. She's very good with that. Unless she's in a naughty mood, and then she just kind of aid and beds it, and you know, one thing leads to the next. But yeah, I still have to read the rest of that article. I should probably do that. I just want to catch up with chat. I can post yours in mine as well. Oh yeah, Luke, if you wanna share the Archiver's Discord link in your Discord, I mean, go for that. Yeah. Strife says both are boring to us. Football is my main sport. I like basketball and ice hockey. I like ice hockey. Obviously, I'm Canadian. I don't watch the regular season much anymore. They've made so many rule changes. It's kind of weird, and I find the playoffs at least closer to OG hockey play, because the referees let things slide, and it's just a faster game. So I love playoffs. And I do watch regular season. I don't watch it religiously. Like, I would watch every fucking game I could. But that was when I was younger. Yeah, so I love ice hockey. Ice hockey is very much in Canadian blood, so it's just like pro wrestling. Ice hockey and pro wrestling up here, man. And MMA. Those three things. I mean, next to the UK, we are probably combat sport and pro wrestling sports loudest fans. We're absolutely fucking crazy. Of course, we idolize certain people like, you know, Edge and Christian and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and of course Bret the Hitman Hart sits on top of that. You know, you've got Rick the Model Martel. So many great Canadian wrestlers. The Mountie, which was Jacques Rougeau. You know, I could keep boasting, but yeah, no, there's been a lot of great Canadian wrestlers in history, so it's kind of cool for us, because there's of course been a lot of American superstars, so it's great that we can still hold claim to fame to literally some of the greatest ever. You know what though? They dropped the ball with the Mountie. They could have done so much more with the Mountie and didn't. I'm not really sure why, but the Mountie was an absolutely great fucking heel character. You know what though? I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Back in the day, when it was all happening and unveiling, when he first became a heel, we were pissed, because I mean, he's a Mountie, he's a Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and being a fucking bad guy, so we were like, what the fuck? But as time goes on, you get to appreciate storyline and everything else, so it's, looking back, it's like, that was fucking mint, and they should have kept it going. Because he ended up pretty much becoming the anti-Canadian Mounted Police guy, and it was like, what the fuck is even happening right now? But it was cool, man. It was so cool. We just didn't appreciate it then. We appreciate it now, and that's why it's easy to say they dropped the ball there. They should have gone much further with the Mountie as a character. He was a great Intercontinental champ for a bit too, I mean, so there's that too. But
we can pretty well know Archer's favorite song, everybody.
Favorite song?
Me like hockey. Me like hockey.
Good Lord, what the hell was that? The villains are well and truly in chat tonight, Life says. Luke says, I normally pick up NBA when it's on sale. The best business is done on the golf course, Life says. Luke Bomber says, me, FIFA's new game, new name's now EA Sports FC. Is it really? I didn't know that. When did that change? Like, that's a thing, really? By the way, has anybody been paying attention to the falls in this matchup? It is an iron to gold match for the tag titles, but I have seen a fall or two, but I don't know what the score is. Anybody else have any idea? We would really appreciate it if you did, believe me. Again, Glenol and I during an iron to gold match not paying attention. Imagine that. It's your all fault. I mean, you guys are the ones that basically became the driving force behind the Archiver's TV becoming not just a wrestling show, but part of a podcast, which was a brilliant idea, and we've had a fuck ton of fun. So we would never go back. But FIFA... Oh, they parted their ways? It says partnered, but I assume that's supposed to be parted. I didn't know that. Why that is.
You got a question. How much is it worth? How much is it worth to
continue through the agony. It's obviously worth everything. Obviously worth everything.
OPE, I've been spinning. What do you, OPE, dude? Was that supposed to spell opium? Are you doing drugs? How dare you? FIFA's now EA Sports FC 24. That's very interesting. Was that just a fall? Did I just miss another fall? Does anybody know the score? Jay Simmons with a crossface on Loctite. Look at that Demon Razor. He's so powerful. Wait a minute, is that Demon Razor or is that Psycho Scorpion? Damn it, why do they have to have the same gear on? Somebody ban the Public Enemy, please. Me work hard 5 days a week, sweeping garbage from the streets, come home, not one book to read, not enough pictures for me to see, sit right down in favorite chair wearing only underwear. Nice. Apparently Glenolo wants everybody to know he's sitting in his underwear. Now, are you wearing tighty whities, boxers, shorts?
No, that's the first verse of Me Like Hockey.
FC does mean football club. I wasn't even aware that happened. Somebody look up and find out why FIFA parted ways with
He's going for it all.
the game franchise. Not that I have, like, listen, EA Sports, I know some people have a problem with EA in general, but as far as EA Sports goes, I disagree with most people because I've literally never had a problem with any of the EA hockey games or anything like that. They've all been beautifully done. Their career modes are always fucking fantastic. There's little to no glitching, except for online. Now, I'll say maybe that's where people get pissy. Online, fuck, it pisses me off, and people still find ways to cheat. Like when your goalie leaves his net for no reason and people start opening fire on your shit, it's like, okay, what the fuck is even happening right now? Or how about when your defense team, while you're on a rush, starts going the opposite fucking direction and leaves you with 5 people on your ass? Like, I don't know how or why that shit happens, but I don't like it. And there's another fall. Who got that fall? Was that Jay Simmons again?
Well, I'm from Illinois, so I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's
Oak for Archer?
He wins with a devastating submission.
And there's a fall from, I think it is Psycho Scorpion, because I believe it is Demon Razor on the ground. But I'm not entirely sure. Oh, elbow to the face. I mean, they're wearing those masks, but I got to tell you, getting an elbow into that mask and driving that mask into your face probably doesn't feel any better. I don't think. CM Punk is bleeding all over the place here. Oh, just got a baseball bat right in the ribs. Oh, my God. And there's another fall for the Public Enemy. 2 seconds remaining in the match. Wow. No way. Oh, my God. Joe Link is going to have a heyday with this one. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new YTD Academy World War III Tag Team Champions from Team Joe Link and Team Anime J, it is Phenomenal Souls, the Soul Man, Jay Simmons, and CM Punk. They are your new Tag Team Champions for YTD World War III. Whoa.
Jay Simmons carried it.
Jay Simmons carried it. Well, actually, I think you're not far off the point there, or off the mark there, because I saw Jay Simmons get quite a few falls there. I just don't know what the final score was. I wasn't sure where we sat with the score. And, of course, Public Enemy were picking up steam at the end there, so I don't know. But new Tag Team Champions for World War III. Phenomenal Soul did it without the Phenom. That is fucking phenomenal. No pun intended. Well, yeah, maybe a little, but wow.
Posted my Discord.
Life says it's instinctual, like when you say ouch before you even get hit. Alrighty then. Luke Balmer said, posted at my Discord. You said I could, absolutely, yeah. Did you do that? I didn't even see you do it. I don't see it.
It's in I think you did it in the Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Well, if you could post your Discord link here in the chat room as well, Luke, I'd appreciate that. All right, on to the co-main event of the evening, and look at this. Now, this was supposed to be Alan Severn throwing down a challenge to Elijah Archer. Now, what he didn't specify was he threw down a challenge to Archer, but he never said he was going to be the one he was wrestling. Now, I assume this has something to do with his very busy schedule with that Legends Championship. Also, the hybrid division. War of the Machine, of course, is busy in the hybrid division now as well. So, I mean, there's probably a multitude of reasons here, but in his absence and filling in to face Elijah Archer tonight for the YTD Academy Pure Wrestling Championship, the Omega, Marshall Omega, multiple-time champion and tag team champion. Also an OG member. He's been around since the Archerverse, I think late Archerverse 1.0. Team Night the Undying. Yeah, taking on the one Elijah Archer. What do you guys think? Who's winning this matchup? Who's taking home the gold? I mean, I could easily say Archer. I'll be honest right now. Archer's had some real issues defeating Omega in the past, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not implying anything, and I'm not saying I'd like to see Archer lose. He's my boy. But Omega's a beast. He's hungry. He's got something to prove. He is now leading the Wolfpack in the tag team division with Count Dexcula at his side. He's the new partner in crime and I can't wait to see them in action, by the way. But I got to be honest, I'm an Omega fan. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So
it's one of the reasons why Omega was scouted early on for the Wolfpack.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, he was put through a test as well, if I recollect correctly.
Oh, yeah. He was.
But, before you continue that story, though, here we go. Pure Wrestling Championship on the line. The Omega, Marshall Omega, taking on the one Elijah Archer. Let's go.
Archer actually has Happy Corbin to thank for the fact that he's not having to face the Wolfman.
Ah, that's what this is about. I did enjoy the backstage brawl, I'll be honest. I thought Happy Corbin would have put up a better fight, because I got to be honest, Severn dominated that backstage match, for the most part. You know?
For those of you that aren't aware, Wolfman was in a Legends title match against Dean Malenko, one of the greatest legends ever. The man of 1,000 holds.
We do got to see that rematch.
And Happy Corbin decided to get involved in that match. The Wolfman got a little pissed off, and he's basically turned all of his attention to Happy Corbin and making his life hell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Omega has been a dominant force for a long time. Now, I mean, his singles competition record in recent months hasn't been as spectacular as the past, but that doesn't mean that can't change in a heartbeat. I mean, the man is driven. You know, he's part of the Wolfpack for a reason. He's been a formidable part of the Wolfpack as far as being a tag team champion multiple times. So, I mean, again, Archer's my boy, but he not only is Omega hungrier than ever, but Archer's had problems beating Omega in the past. So, I mean, he has beat him. But if I was to take, I believe they've wrestled 5 or 6 times in the past. I'm going to go ahead and guess, if I look back on those matches, Archer lost probably 4 out of the 6. Omega's a beast. Pure and simple. Pure and simple. Now, that, to be fair, Archer's evolved a lot, you know, added to his repertoire, and I mean, he's been on a tear. He is the Pure Wrestling Champion for a reason, you know. So, he was even world champ once. I can't remember, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first time he ever held the world championship.
Okay, I'm not seeing the Discord here in the chat.
Maybe a mod has to post a link. Can you get his link from his Discord? Are you on his Discord already?
Yeah, let me... Be a little easier if we were on Twitch.
And here comes Le Champion. By the way, what was the stipulation for this match? I can't even remember.
I don't know what they ended up being. It was going to be a submissions match.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Well, that was going to be the Severn Archer match anyways. I would assume...
So I don't know.
I would assume they would keep the stip the same, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Here Glenn will send it.
I mean, the elimination match turned into a best 2 out of 3 falls match, right? So, I mean, anything can happen at this point. Expect the unexpected, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it works.
Unlike any other match.
By the way, did you finish the list of 10?
Oh, yeah.
Because during the main event, you can put those in the chat room, and we can start giving people the option of who they want to see compete in the Hybrid Championship Gold Rush Tournament over on Twitch after episode 25 is over. So stay tuned, because we're going to be having episode number 494 after this show concludes. Now, I do have to set up, obviously. Probably get myself a fresh drink. Give Glenola time to get a snack.
Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to be on for the tournament.
Oh, that's okay.
Other than a 3-hour nap, I've been up since
from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at
8:30 last night.
Like I said, here, Glenn, I'll send it.
The pure wrestling champion, the one, Elijah Arthur.
So I should get back to that article as well, so we can finish that. It was, and we were already sort of discussing it. It was on people calling his championship a consolation title. And the quote is, I mean, I understand where people are coming from. There's no real right or wrong when it comes to what your opinion is on doing it, but I'm a firm believer that it was a necessity, regardless of how you felt about it or how we got into it or where we ended up or whatever. I just believe it was a necessity. I wasn't offended. I wasn't annoyed or anything like that. If you've watched and followed and saw how Roman has built up the title that he has, it only makes sense, I guess, for you to use the word consolation prize. But for me, again, it didn't feel that way. It felt like a big deal, and like I said, it felt like a big deal because there are so many guys who are able to be in the shoes that I'm in right now, and the fact is that it's time. It's me, and it makes it feel like a big deal to me, and I feel a lot of responsibility to represent them and the industry as well as I can and help everything kind of move forward. It feels sometimes with Roman's title reign that because there's really only one challenger at a time and often only every few months, that we're in a bit of a holding pattern. A lot of guys were in the holding pattern. So like I said, I'm a firm believer that having a title available was a necessity. I feel a lot of humility and responsibility in being the champion and will be there and be available for our audience. So I wasn't offended by it, and I totally understood where people were coming from when they said that. So he's just rolling it off his shoulder and taking it like a champion, basically, is what I read from that. On making an appearance in NXT to face Braun Breaker. He said, and quote, this is a quote, "Braun was a hell of an opponent. I was really happy to get down there and get in the ring with him and kind of chit-chat with a lot of other guys and girls and see what they're experiencing on a day-to-day basis. It was cool. I felt a lot of hunger to get to the next level. I was happy to see that. I think we had gone through a period in NXT where there was a lot of complacency before talking about I just would rather say in NXT, I don't even want to go to the main roster, and this and that. That's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So when I went down there this past time, I felt a different energy. I felt like people were very excited to come to the main roster. They were very excited to come to Raw or SmackDown and kind of take their careers to the next level, and that got me pretty hyped. And that's the end of that article. So. Well, that's good. It's because that's not wrong. A lot of people in the past felt more comfortable in NXT. Thought they were being pushed better, and there was more compelling stories in NXT. And to be honest, at one point that wouldn't have been wrong. So I can understand also why that paradigm has shifted, because, you know, now there's a lot more people being pushed and used in a better manner, and more opportunities opening up, you know. So I can understand why there'd be more excitement. And of course, even though Vince McMahon is around and making changes here and there, they're still managing to make the product a better product. And that's really all that matters, I think. And, I mean, I, too, would rather see Vince McMahon have no power in the booking of the matches. I just wish he'd step away from all that. Like, he hasn't been booking matches, but he's been making a lot of changes here and there to SmackDown, to Raw, you know, and pissing people off. But I'd like to see that come to an end. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about Vince McMahon still poking his nose in, Glenn?
Well, I don't know. I kind of got mixed feelings on it.
Yeah.
I mean, he built this company, you know, from a highly regional to, you know, one of the biggest companies, you know, sports entertainment. Well, actually, probably one of the biggest sports companies around.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's getting old.
He is.
You know, and
just breaking down.
You know, I don't know.
Clearly waiting for that.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with that. And there we go. We finally got Luke the Gooner's Discord in the chat room. So if you're not already part of that Discord, make sure you click that and join his community that he has on Discord. That way we as the Archerverse community can help police that and keep that a safer place to be for Luke to continue enjoying his experience on Discord. I'm, of course, already part of his community, so I'm there, and I'm going to be watching more intensely as time goes on, because it really pisses me off that anybody would take the liberty in today's world to find a way to belittle somebody because they have a different walk in life than they do. It is gaslight. It is fucking gaslight. So we are going to we're going to help you correct that wrong. We're going to help you right that wrong, Luke. That's what we're going to do. Another near fall for Archer there. And he is looking for the AKO. Omega in trouble here. No, he catches him. Oh, turns it into a power bomb. More of a power slam, actually. Oh, and he spears him right off his feet. Now it is Archer in trouble. Archer kicks out after 2, though. I mean, that's...
What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Oh, look at this.
5-minute delay.
Another power slam by the Omega. Oh, Archer is wincing in pain here. Nice follow-up with an elbow right to the sternum. Oh, dropped an elbow to the spine but missed. Landed with nobody home. Concrete for Omega. That had to hurt. That had to hurt. Archer with an old school takedown. Beautifully done. And there he lands it. AKO busts Omega open. Archer going for the pinfall. The ref was a little slow there. No, sir. Omega kicks out. 2 count only, but the referee to blame there, to be honest. Archer's going off on Omega here. I mean, he is proud of that championship, to be fair. He is proud of the Pure Wrestling title. I mean, he fought hard for that. That's one of the titles that Archer's had that he really has put a lot of effort into and a lot of hard work. Stopped drinking as much. I mean, he's still partying, but he's not drinking nearly as much as he was. So there's something about that title he really enjoys. I think he likes the constant challenges, too, to be fair. I think he's really enjoying the fact that people are calling him out for that title.
It's a rare title because he's actually been able to
holy fuck, going for a third. Oh, Omega avoided it. Nice evasion. Big clothesline takedown there right across the throat by Omega.
Nobody's destroyed that belt yet.
Nobody has. No, I mean, everybody seems to be having respect for that title run, which is odd for Archer. Quite often, he's either lost them or had them exploded on him when he was having a decent run. But this time around, I don't know, like I said, it's a different feel. It's a different energy.
He gets the late score.
And there's a fall. Well, I guess this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. It's not supposed to be fair. But apparently it is. And look at this, Omega going for a second straight fall. And he does it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and new YTD Academy World War III Pure Wrestling Champion from Team Night the Undying. He is a member of the Wolfpack. He is a multiple-time champion and tag team champion. He is the Omega, Marshall Omega, and he is your new Pure Wrestling champion. Congratulations to Team Night the Undying, and of course Team Glenola and the Wolfpack. Another win for the Wolfpack. Wow.
I still can't believe it.
So Archer, Life just got done saying Archer deserves the title for a little bit. Well, I think that little bit just came to an end, but he did defend that title a couple times. So, I mean, again, he worked hard for it. I'm sure he'll work to get it back, because, again, there's just something about that title he seems to like, between that and the tag titles. But he's running in the hybrid division. I think it'll be the pure title he keeps chasing. Yeah, unfortunately, he lost. But Marshall Omega deserves that title just as much, in my opinion. Again, OG member and a longtime member of the Wolfpack, multiple-time champion. Good to see him hoisting gold, even though that Archer had to lose the gold for that to happen. So, congratulations again to Team Night the Undying and the Wolfpack. Another formidable win. Huge win for the Wolfpack. All right, here we go. We're going on to the main event of the evening. And then, of course, there'll be a small intermission. And then we'll be going live on Twitch TV. And we are going to crown inaugural hybrid division tag team champions. And so far, it looks like the women are going to be going to battle in this Gold Rush tournament. And of course, during the next match, during the main event of the evening, Glenola's going to list the 10 women from the 10 different matchups.
I've already listed it in the chat once.
And you guys are going to get to pick who you want to be in that matchup, in that tournament, to crown inaugural champions. But here we go. See, look, it says falls count anywhere, but that was best 2 out of 3 falls. Now, how is that fair? Rule set was changed. Not cool. But anyways, next match of the night, YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line. It is Tony Stone, Mnemonics, Johnny Rainbow, Count Dexcula, Jack Quad, and of course JC all going to battle. JC putting his Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line. That is the next match of the night. We've got Team Shadows, Team Techno, Team Sir Jack the Greatest, Team Infinite Oni, Team Froggy Mothlegs, and Team Dusty. It is going to be a battle of the teams and a battle of the warriors, because they are all former champions. They are superb and formidable warriors, and this is going to be a hell of a matchup. Elimination Royale with the title on the line. Main event of the evening. All right.
I'm going with, Count Dexcula.
Going Count Dexcula?
Yeah. I mean, from day one, he's shown you cannot underestimate him.
Froggy says, don't count Dex out. I'm sure no pun intended. But yeah, I mean, I could easily see Dexcula prevailing. No offense to JC, I don't, and no offense to Team Sir Jack the Greatest, of course, but I don't see JC retaining amongst these 5 villains. If he does, it's going to be a very impressive evening for him. But this is a very vile matchup for any champion. Elimination Royales are not the champion's favorite matchup, no matter what division they're a champion in. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'd like to see Johnny Rainbow win. I'd like to see Johnny Rainbow win here. Even though the Coalition member is the champion and retaining, or looking to retain, he's, of course, a double champion. But, because he's also the Wrestle Wars Genesis television champion. But now that he has 2 titles, is he hungry enough to do what it takes and pull in all the stops to retain this? I just don't know. So you're going with Dex. I'm going to go with Johnny Rainbow. What do you guys think? Life says definitely Dex. Froggy says Dex. So Dex has some fans. But here we go. Elimination Royale, YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line. Let's turn and burn, guys.
Of course, we all do realize that you're not going for the Coalition member, because if Archer can't have his title, the others can't have theirs either.
All right, so Glenola did post the list of potential entrants into the inaugural Hybrid Championship Gold Rush Tournament. We have She-Fiend. We have the Queen of Chaos, Mickie James, Roxanne Riley, Amber Extreme, AJ Lee, Ronda Rousey, Queen Bee, which is now known as B. Jackson, Melissa Archer, and Michelle Vaughn. Now those are some interesting choices. Now again, for those that don't remember the rules for the hybrid division, it is simple. The battles, the rivalries, the feuding is all done in the tag team division format. But when the championships are on the line, it is done in singles competition. And at that point, each team has to decide who is going to defend the titles. Is it going to be the female counterpart or the male counterpart? That is up to the team, but they have to decide before any given matchup for the championships or any given tournament for the championships. In this case, it's the inaugural tournament for the championships, and consensus was everybody would like to see the women shine in the limelight, so that is what's taking place here. But you guys get to decide who you want to see in there. So out of those people chosen, or we could do it like this: eliminate 2 people to give us the 8 competitors that will fight for the hybrid championships.
Oh, what can be done is I can do a random elimination on the 2.
That's true too, you could.
And representing
Very simple.
Weapons of Mass Destruction from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at
You definitely could do that.
40 pounds.
Gotta open up my bag
Dave McMaster.
Mnemonics from Team Techno.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
Wow, what's the odds?
Had a great career already.
I just did 2 10-sided dice and came up with 5 on both of them.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, the 2 that came up on the dice was Amber Extreme and AJ Lee.
I wanna see
So they've been eliminated?
Queen of Chaos, Roxanne Riley.
Okay, so AJ Lee out,
Amber Extreme, Melissa
Amber Extreme
Archer.
out. So that leaves the other teams.
Yeah.
Now we just have to list the teams so I remember who to put in there.
Blackpool, England, weighing in
So,
at
and that's a fair way to do it. It's literally rolling 2 dice.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael. And judging from the
Let's see
results
what
on
I
social
say.
media heading into this match,
Yeah,
we're likely to
Roxanne
see a
Riley.
new champ crowned here tonight.
So we have a...
We have a what?
Life just put in a group of one she would like to see.
Okay, what does she have to say?
Mickey James, Queen of Chaos, Roxanne Riley, Michelle Vaughn, Queen Bee, Amber Stream, Melissa Archer, and AJ Lee.
Interesting.
And that would be a good one.
That would be a good one.
That takes She-Fiend out and takes out Ronda Rousey.
Okay, so there's options.
You know, actually, I only did that because I didn't know if anybody was going to put anything in there. I think that's a great one.
Representing the coalition
from
Columbus,
right now,
Georgia,
both man's
at 219
distracted,
pounds.
so
He is the Grand Prix champion, JC.
Imagine all the hard work, the training, and the
All right, so I'm just making an announcement on Discord for the next scheduled show.
Do not listen to Glenora. He is trying to
So I'm going to say, if anybody...
difficult than becoming champion is staying champion. And his journey was twice as hard, but the work from here is double too.
Yeah. Do not listen to Glenola. He's trying to start a rivalry between us, Archer.
Who is?
Strife says, do not listen to Glenola. He's trying to start a rivalry between us.
That's hilarious.
Would I do that?
You talk about standing at the top of the mountain. This guy is at the peak of Mount Everest.
I'm sitting here all innocent.
It is going to take a monumental effort to take either one of his guys' titles.
I figured Wolfman would rather sit this one out for now. LOL.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, Life. Anybody else have an opinion on that? Because I say we go with what Life suggested.
I mean, if nobody opposes it, I think what Life suggested is I mean, both options. Your option to randomly eliminate, or with, I mean, I'm good with either one.
This much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might
I think Life's is a great one. I think that'd be a hell of a tournament.
All right. So there, I've made the announcement on the Discord. That is taken care of. What I should also do is update my stream info for Twitch. So that's already done too. And before I forget, not to mention, so I'll get that up. They just give me a second while I do that. Count Dexcula getting a huge pop from the crowd here. Have you noticed?
Oh, he's always been very popular with the crowd.
Anyone who will listen that he always has been the uncrowned champion of this division.
Of course, big part of that being the fact that, you know, a small, you know, person that nobody expects. Crowd is, you know, once the underdog to win.
All right, so tonight we crown inaugural hybrid tag team champions at a Gold Rush tournament with a wait a minute,
weighing in
with a Legends Championship tone-setting matchup.
I'm liking this one already, Archer. I'm doing I'm actually going through and setting up the brackets.
Heading into this match, we're likely to see a new
the first one is already looking great.
Alan Severin is going to lead the way to the tournament tonight. I'm not telling you who his opponent is, though. It's going to be a surprise. going to be a surprise. And there we go. My stream info for Twitch is updated. Alright, I just have to use the facilities quick. I will be right back, okay? Okay. My bladder says, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Alright, I've got brackets set up.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm interested, but I have to pee. I'm not doing it in my shorts. Right back.
Some say he's the underdog.
That's basically what I did. I used a 8-sided dice, a 6-sided dice, and some 4-sided dice.
You heard the bell ring. Match is underway. Falls count anywhere.
Just worked my way down.
Qualifications. There are no countouts. The disdain these superstars share for one another is palpable.
And the first match is going to be interesting.
Containing them because this one could end up anywhere. And that was a rough landing from that toss.
We're going to apply an agonizing armbar stretch.
The fist has been dropped.
Countered it just in time.
Followed by the knee drop.
That'll fracture an orbital. Boom. Nice.
Across the shoulders, knee right to the face.
German suplex.
Cinched in, snapmare driver.
Cover! It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Now this is the kind of match where you can really push the bounds of damage you can inflict. I'm not saying that a no disqualification match should mean carte blanche to do whatever you want to someone, but it does provide an opening to be creative in your offense. So be creative.
Shifts it back onto him. Backbreaker.
What a counter. Precarious position here.
Electric chair. Face buster.
Wrenches the arm.
Ooh, nasty kick. Set up in the corner of the ring. He's taking this to the floor now.
Watch out.
German suplex.
For the win. Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count.
The challenger eating up some damage. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Nice thing about being a tabletop gamer. Got plenty of dice.
You can tell he's
close
feeling
at
it now.
hand.
This fight is pumping him up.
Cover! Shoulders up before 2.
Still not enough to put him away.
And he's able to reverse. Oh, diamond plate facial. Oh, clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
And a punch.
Looking for more damage here.
Release back suplex. Able to get the advantage here.
Facebook question mark.
Suplex.
All lined up. Incoming.
Olympic slam. And West couldn't do it. Shoulder up right away.
Still in it. What a gutsy performance. Double knee backbreaker.
Caught in a bad position here.
What now?
What now?
He reverses it.
Wait for it.
Uh-oh.
And finds a counter.
Welcome back, Archer.
Returned. Okay, so you said you had a bracket set up?
Back into the match.
Yes. The way I did it is, since we had 8 contestants, I took 2 8-sided dice, rolled them. That matched up the first round.
Okay.
The second match was 2 6-sided dice.
All right.
Do that.
And then 4-sided dice for the third round. Then left off with 4. So we have
Let me
the
have
Dark Queen of Chaos versus Roxanne Riley in the first match.
Wow.
Amber Extreme versus Michelle Vaughn for the second match.
Okay.
Mickey James, AJ Lee, third match.
God damn. All right.
And then Queen Bee versus Melissa Archer for the fourth match.
After everything these two men have been through, will it end? He is determined.
But we need 8 matches.
Is it?
Sorry, who is B facing?
Melissa Archer.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 matches. Yes, we still need 4 more matches.
I don't. No, it's 4, 2, 1.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Place to be for the challenger.
Yeah,
8
because
competitors.
I saw this match on tonight's
yeah,
card. He may get the 3 count right
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. 8 people in total. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Bear hug squeezing the breath out of them. What a rock. The bear hug cinched in. Gotta find a way out. and
No,
catch your
it's
breath.
not. It's 8-4 then
Whatsoever, raining down elbows.
The
2.
next match has number 4 chance to win eternal redemption of your choices. 501. The number to
So we're
win
gonna have to throw some other ones in.
matches, 0.
He's not going to let anything
No.
stop him. Goes under the ropes to get
Sure.
shoulders down.
Yeah, it's a bracket of 8, and then you go down to the semifinals, which would be 4, and then your final is 2.
He had it scouted.
2 people.
Yeah, because you
8
got
people, 4 people, 2 people.
yeah, which means you have to have 8 teams because it's not just 8 people. Or wait a minute, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Well, we have to have 8 matches to start, though. It's not just 8 people; it's 8 matches.
Looking for the victory. I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the
Well, then we don't have enough people because we've only got 10 people that have won.
All right, so give me some other ones we left out.
User, your numbers are 3.
Oh man, I gotta go
6. Good luck.
Let's
User,
see.
there are some
Oh, where's that?
eternal rewards to choose from if you are the chosen.
Because we can always add in some losers if we have to. Like losers from the matches, not losers in general, just to be clear.
User, your numbers are 1, 0, 1. Good luck. User, there are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen.
Well, there
We can match up some losers together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who.
But you had 10 total. Who were the other 2 we left out? It was
Roxanne Riot, Ronda Rousey and She-Fiend.
so Ronda versus She-Fiend.
outside of the ring now.
All right, so now we got to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3
Alexa Bliss.
Across the barricade. Caught with the boot.
versus.
He has
Beth Phoenix.
before, and he knows
Ooh,
what he needs
jeez.
to do. With all this in mind, take
Okay.
it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture. Oh my God, a clothesline.
And then Maurice.
Maurice? Oh, yeah, Maurice, yeah, sorry.
And Becky Lynch.
No hobos like along with me.
Backbreaker.
We need 1 more.
One more match. Okay.
It's not over. I don't believe it.
Sensational Sherry
Point of reversal.
Okay.
Rolling thunder
and
stunner.
Liv Morgan.
Ooh,
The WWE Universe is on its feet. And
that is a
deservedly so.
wicked bracket. Now, I'll change the order up a bit.
Thunderous power slam.
Just to make it a little more compelling.
Oh my God, what superhuman power. Into the barricade. Sherry's pumping himself up, but he's also giving his opponent a chance to recover. And what a push. Measuring up one more time. The champ's eyes look glazed over.
That is a nice name for him.
There we go. So we'll have Jennifer versus Roxanne, match 1. Match 2 is going to be Sherry versus Liv Morgan. Amber versus Michelle. Mickey versus AJ. B versus Archer. Alexa versus Phoenix. Ronda versus She-Fiend. And Maurice versus Lynch.
Okay.
And then I have a surprise Legends Championship matchup, of course, as the tone setter.
You gotta believe that some doubt is creeping into the champ's head.
This just might be more than what the champ bargained for.
Delivered into the barricade. He's about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Face buster.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And that's it. New champ.
But I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll have to wait and see. Wow, something happened. Somebody won.
Here is your winner.
Wow, Jack Quad, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team Dusty, the Beast known as Jack Quad, your new champion, and he is a savage, savage man, so good luck getting that title from him, because the last time he held that title, he had some great battles and was able to retain and lay waste in his wake. So it's going to be a very interesting title run. But congratulations again to Team Dusty and Jack Quad. Froggy says, what a fucking ending. I literally missed the ending. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Definitely going to have to go back and watch it. All right, well, that is it. That is all for episode number 493 for TWA, and, of course, episode 25 for YTD Academy World War III. Another great show in the books. But now, after a short intermission, we're going to be live on Twitch TV with episode number 494. We're going to be having ourselves a Gold Rush tournament to crown inaugural hybrid tag team champions. And, of course, Glenola has put together a hell of a bracket, so it is going to be a phenomenal matchup. And, of course, we're going to have a tone-setting match of the night, which is going to be Alan Severn and a mystery opponent in what's going to be a submission to Iron Gold matchup. So it's going to be very, very interesting, and that's going to be the first match. But thank everybody for being here and supporting the Archiverse here on YouTube. YTD Academy World War III has been a breath of fresh air and a lot of fun, and we've had some great matches, dark matches. We've had some 25 great shows, and we're going to continue to do so. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. The most must-see show on YouTube and Twitch TV, and we're going to continue to be just that. Appreciate you all. You don't have to go home, but you do have to get the fuck out. Goodbye.
Have a great night.
See you soon.